Before we move properly into the webinar, this is what to expect from this session. We are going to identify the silent business killers in your business and employee-related issues, why employees steal and manipulate records and how to stop it, the revolutionary system that can help you, automate some of these things in your business, step-by-step plan on how to handle customer dissatisfaction, how to attract new customers and nurture your existing customers, real life case studies of businesses that have failed and what you can do to avoid it. And we also have a Q&A session. So before we go on, I want to ask, how many of us have at least one employee in our business? How many of us have at least one person working for us? How many of us have at least one person working in our business? It could be an intern, it could be an employee, or it could be a family member helping you run your business. But at least there's another person in addition to yourself. Oh, wow, I have amazing, great. How many of you have at least one person? I have 4, I have 2, I have 12, I have 5, I have an employee. I have 3, I have 12. I have employees in all my branches. Amazing, beautiful. I have 25. Wow, I have 3. Interesting. Now, this makes it even more interesting because now you are here learning about how to make things work in your business, right? But your employees are not here, right? And sometimes because you have employees, you may not even be there while they're doing certain things. That is why we are having this webinar today to talk about how you can manage your employees better, how you can ensure that you're tracking them and they're not stealing from you or they're not running down your business, how to ensure that they're not driving customers away from your business. Because you might not even know the systems and the things that you need to put in place to solve all of these issues. Because you see, I'm still up 36. I have 3, I have 5, I have 7, I have 4, I have 20. So because it's not just you running your business, with you, you have the passion. You are the one with the vision. You are the one who have the zeal, the hunger, and you employed somebody. How do you ensure that your employee have this mindset that you have so that they can build your business with you? They may not build it as much as you will build it because it's your business, it's your idea. But how do you ensure that at least they've given their best and ensure that your business is going? That's what we want to find out here today, one of the things. And how do you ensure that you're able to bring customers into your business? So we're going to just go straight into the new presentation now. Before we go into the webinar, this webinar is proudly sponsored by Prokip. Prokip is an all-in-one business management tool. So I want us to appreciate Prokip. Prokip has put this webinar together. Prokip is a tool that you can use to manage your entire business operations. Whether you have 1 branches, you have 20 branches, 15 branches, no matter the number of branches that you have, or number of employees that you have, or the kind of businesses that you're. All the businesses I've seen in the comment today are ideal customers for Prokip. And because we know that businesses require more than just tools to grow their businesses, Prokip says, okay, you know what? Let's also offer our own quarter to businesses that we are trying to help with our tool. Let's teach them, let's train them, let's open their eyes to things that they can go back to their businesses to fix. So we are not just only about helping you fix your operation, giving you the tool. We are also about ensuring that we give you the proper training and the proper things that you need to get started. So before we go into the webinar, I'm going to bring up our CEO, the co-founder and CEO of Prokip, Mr. Godwin Sunday, to share why we created Prokip for businesses like yours and the unique solutions that we provide. So in the next 5 minutes, Mr. Sunday is just going to come up, share the Prokip journey with us. Then we'll continue with the training and the webinar. Mr. Sunday, are you here?
All right. Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to have all of you here. And it's actually a big honor. Whether you're joining from your home, from your office, or from any part of the world where you are right now, I want to welcome each and every one of you to this amazing event tonight. So my name is Godwin Sunday, and I'm the CEO of Prokip and the co-founder as well. I want to I sincerely want to appreciate you guys for making it up to this event. And just like our Eloho has just said, I'm going to be sharing why we created Prokip and also encourage each and every one of you to have an open mind to this event, to learn all that is going to be taught to each and every one of you here tonight. So Prokip is an all-in-one business management solution, and the goal and mission of Prokip is to help business owners, whether small, big, of different sizes, to manage their business more effectively, hold their employees accountable, and grow their business ultimately. So all of this thing is inside of Prokip. That's in the core reason why Prokip was created. And today we've seen thousands of businesses from restaurants, supermarkets, shared these testimonies of how Prokip has actually helped them. And we're not stopping there. We're trying to, create the awareness, send Prokip to as many hands as possible, have Prokip, in the hands of as many people as possible. And that's one thing. The reason we just have to create Prokip was because personally, I had an experience with Prokip as well, lack of having Prokip. When I was growing up, my dad had a very beautiful, had multiple businesses, let me put it that way, about 4 branches. I saw him managing different employees, and I saw what he went through. My dad, who had multiple businesses, was reduced to one single business, like just one store with even less goods in. We struggled, and that experience still stick in my memory till date. And when I got to my tertiary institution and I had the privilege to, build something, the only thing that came to my mind was how am I going to make sure that people, the business owners out there, don't end up like my dad. Not just him, there are a lot of businesses today shutting down, because of one reason or the other. And one of those reasons is related to employees. And that's why we're sponsoring this event. I won't want to take much of your time, but I want you guys to, jot down everything, be prepared to listen to all the speakers have in line for you. And I encourage you to engage throughout the event. And trust me, it's going to be it's going to be an eye-opening event, something that might have not crossed through your mind. You're going to be learning all of them tonight. So be comfortable, be focused, and most importantly, stay to the end. You owe it to yourself and you owe it to your business. Thank you so much, and see you guys at the end of the event, at the end of the QA section. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Godwin, for sharing your story and why you created Prokip. And I have experienced Prokip myself, and I know how powerful it is. I will come back and talk about Prokip and how it can help your business. Right about now, we're going to go into the reason why we are here today. Why are we here? We promised you that you want to come and learn how to fix certain issues in your business. So up next, I'm going to bring Faith Ezinaya, the head of sales at Prokip, and she's going to be talking about why employees steal or manipulate record. She's going to share real-life example of employee manipulation, the cost of ignoring employee issues, case studies. She's going to share why most systems fail to prevent theft. Systems like CCTV, it is not enough for you to have only just CCTV to prevent theft, right? And how can you ensure that your employees are not stealing for you? What can you do, right, to fix this problem? So I'm going to bring up Faith Ezinaya now. She's a sales expert. She's also a business strategist, to come and share with us some of these things. And I encourage you to bring out your writing materials to write. While Faith Ezinaya is coming up, we are going to drop a link in the chat. You can quickly click on that link and just fill out the details in the link. So yeah, Faith Ezinaya, over to you, ma. Okay, great.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm happy to be here. My name is Mrs. Faith Ezenaya, and I'm the sales manager for Prokip, and I'm also a sales and marketing expert. So basically right now, I'm going to be taking us through how to protect your business. But at least before we get into like how to protect your business from employee theft, we are going to first go through like how do you know when your employees are stealing from you, because you can't pursue what you don't know. You have, because there are so many ways that they go about this thing that even you yourself don't know. Even some of them seem so innocent to you. So right about now, I'm going to be sharing my screen and I'm going to be taking us through how to know when your employees are stealing from you. And I'm going to be showing us real life case studies, and also I'm going to be sharing with us how you can protect your business. All right, guys, so let's get started. How to know when your employees are stealing from you, and some real life case studies. These are case studies of businesses that have experienced their business going down until they had to do something about it. So first things first, one fact you need to know: statistics shows that 80% of business owners experience what we call the more you look, the less you see phenomenon, where concentrating too much on details causes you to overlook critical issues. This is very simple. As you are here now as a business owner, you might think that you understand every area of your business, everything that is, all your employees are doing, you know all their movements, you got it all figured out. Your CCTV is taking care of it. With your CCTV, you can see all they are doing. But the truth is that even having CCTV alone can even increase their chances of stealing from you, because now you are focusing in that area thinking that yes, you are seeing all the activities without you knowing that it's more like the more you look, the less you see. They are seeing the activity, all those things, but they now have ways that seem hidden that you don't even know about. And many businesses are experiencing this. That's why sometimes suddenly see a business pack up and then they start wondering what happened. Like they can't even trace it because they don't have any record of the employees stealing from them, or any remember any history of that. But the truth is that there are always different ways that they go about this that you don't even know about. So, so running a business requires more than just dedication and hard work. It demands constant vigilance. As a business owner, no matter how structured it is, whether you have grown into a big point where you have chains of employees working for you, have managers, trusted family members involved, never you, never you overlook your business or think it's just all about the hard work. You have to be vigilant, because employee theft is a real problem. Just like the CEO of Prokip was saying, it ran down his dad's business. Even I myself too, my dad is a business person. I grew up in Onitsha. My dad is a core Onitsha businessman in Anambra, for those that don't know, for those from other countries. So Onitsha it has one of the biggest markets in West Africa, called Main Market. So it's a very busy business hub. Like they are known for business. So my dad does business there, and he himself experienced his own share of this whole thing, and I saw how it spoiled his business. So one thing you need to know is that no matter how innocent an employee looks, they can do and undo. I'm still going to tell us a story in regards to that. So nobody cares about your business, even your employees. Nobody really cares about your business as much as you yourself. Even some children steal from their parents' business. So if children even steal from their parents' business, talk more of employees that don't even know, that doesn't have any connection with you. Employees that if anything happens to you today, if you die, they move on with their life. They will not even probably not cry because they have no affiliation with you. Talk more of them. So you should know that no matter how good they are, you cannot trust them. So now, basically, right now, I'm going to be showing like 5 secret ways to know if your employees are stealing from you or when they're stealing from you, and how to stop it. Ways that you never really thought of it being a loophole in your business. So I'm going to be fast with that so I can get to the point where we talk about how to stop this thing. So the first is free will gifts to customers. When we talk about free will give to customers, it's the one you call Jara. I know some of you have your employees that, oh, you feel like, this employee has good business, customer relationship service, that's good customer management. They service your customer well. When customers are done buying stuff, sometimes they just give them little things like chewing gum to tell them thank you for buying, which it wasn't even you that instructed that, but you see it as like this employee cares about your customers. But sometimes that's not even the case. It's common to overlook these small acts of generosity, like an employee leaving some spare changes for your customer, giving them small items such as chewing gum, and they'll tell you, madam, the customer will not have change, oh. So I now gave them sweets and then also ask them to go. with it. Like a customer comes to buy chewing gum and they don't have small money, they will not give the chewing gum to the customer and then also give the customer back that their big money they brought. And you'll be like, oh, this person is trying so hard to help you retain your customers. Most times that's not the case. This may seem innocent, but it's usually a sign of something deeper. The secret there now is that when employees start giving away your products, they may be exploiting poor record keeping, and it could be a cover for even bigger issues. Now, the fact that they're able to give these things out and it doesn't reflect in the recording, they can now see that, oh, there is actually a loophole for them to steal. Now, and because as a business owner, every single thing is supposed to be accounted for. Chewing gum, sweets, because like if for instance, if you're a retail business person, it's from those little extra profits on each product that when put together, you actually like make your gain. So everything's supposed to be accounted for. If they're able to be giving out these small items and they notice that okay, it's easily overlooked in the record keeping and not easily tracked, they will not see it like that's a loophole, or sometimes they're even using it as a cover up. This is what I mean. Like this is what you watch out for. Like when employees frequently saying, oh, customer don't have the exact change, and then they said to just give them that small item, or they're giving away your products and all those things. It's not that because they are so nice and you see them always surrender to these customers. No, that's not always the case. There are different things that could be wrong there. It is already a loophole already because they are seeing the fact that these things are not easily traced in the record. It's easily overlooked. It's a loophole. They will now find a way to be manipulating the records, that they'll be stealing their own without you yourself even knowing. So know that that's one of the ways to know that an employee that always feels comfortable giving out free items to customers in the name of innocent excuses, you should pay close attention to such an employee. And then the second one is revenue without growth. Now you're always making sales. Everywhere is always busy, back to back. You're making sales. People are coming. There's no days you don't make sales, right? But your business is generating sales, but it seems like you're stagnant. Year to year, you're at the same place. You can't even be like, oh, this year I was making 100 million. I generated 100 million. Then next year there's an increase. It just seems like you're stagnant or you're moving backward, even though you have like increased maybe your purchase or your capital, but it just seems like there is this kind of stagnancy. And some of you that are religious, sometimes you might think like, oh, it is spiritual matter. The devil is against you. You're gonna be praying. Any spirit that is making me stagnant in my business, die by fire. No, that's not always the case. Sometimes it's because your employees are stealing from you. That's the thing there. Like you see that you're making sales, but you're struggling to pay your bills. You're struggling to pay employees their salary. The profits are not matching, but all the records, sales records, always seems like to be very, very correct. Most times, yes, you should pray as a business person. As a Christian, you should pray, but also God gave you brain and wisdom for you to be able to balance things. So now, as you are praying for the spirit of stagnancy to leave your business, you should also look at it from another angle. Like when the secret there is that when employees are stealing from you, when you are experiencing stagnancy, sometimes your employees are pocketing money or giving away products without remitting the correct amount. There are different ways they can go about it. Even it could be that they're even stealing your products from the warehouse where you store them. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I need to minimize this. This can happen when employees fail to remit all the cash, underreport sales, or even give products away for free. There are different ways this can be happening. Even sometimes it can even be there's a case that I once like experienced. The person is working as a cashier in the supermarket. So when the family she will arrange with her family members or someone she knows. They'll come to that supermarket to buy something, and then they come to her own till to check out. And then at the end of the day, she doesn't take payment from them. It's an arrangement. So the person, she already, because she works in that supermarket, she already knows the corners to face, everything, the loopholes. So the person just comes to drop their items like there in the till. She will do like she's scanning them, all these things. At the end of the day, she doesn't take the payment. There was even one that happened one time. A girl started working in ShopRite. Imagine a whole big ShopRite. The girl, I don't know how she did it. She just managed to bring in her own POS. That's what she was using to take payment. You know that point where you use your card and scan payment. It's her own personal POS that people were using to make payment. By the time she was caught, this girl have packed more than like more than ₦1 million. That's like in other currencies, like in Kenya, 100,000, 100,000 Kenya shilling, and then in Ghana cedis, around 10,000 Ghana cedis. In Rwanda, that should be like around 1 million Rwandan franc, and also in um Uganda, about 2 million Ugandan shilling. That's, I'm trying to cover the countries that are here. So basically, and she was a new employee. Funny enough, she just started working, like she just came with that mission to like steal as much as she can. And they didn't notice sometimes because of how innocent she looked. This is something that could happen to your business. This happens a lot. There's even another business I heard it happened to. That one was a cake business. They just somehow created another account that almost had the same name with this business. So when people come and want to make payment, because the owner hardly comes in, just comes in at interval. So they'll give that their own account. People will not know because the names are almost the same thing. So employees can go to different rents. They can like different lengths to steal from you. They can even go as far as registering for a business that the name is close to the name of your business, creating an account, creating a business account for it, and will be sending it to your customers. I know when people see business accounts, it makes them like feel like, okay, there is no shady business here. They tend to easily paying the money. There are a lot of things. So you should know that the fact that you're not seeing your employees going to carry goods and steal, or you look through the CCTV and then you don't see them putting hands under the desk and stealing money, or putting hands inside the drawer to steal money, does not mean that they are not pocketing money from your business. There are so many ways. The world have gone digital. There are even digital ways they can go about that. So when your business is experiencing stagnancy, don't always think it's some kind of spiritual problem. Know that there's something wrong with your strategy. You have to look into that, review everything, your employee management, your business management, to be sure that everything is going as it should. And then again, so basically, like, these are just points to watch out for when you see unexpected reduction in profit despite stable or increased sales. Like your sales are still coming in as normal, but there is kind of reduction in your money, or you're struggling to cover expenses even when sales are strong. You see that you're struggling when it's time to pay bills, pay for the rent, you're struggling. There's a problem somewhere. You have to look deeply into that. And then the next one is inaccurate financial record. So one of the biggest signs of employee theft is when there are constant discrepancies in your financial records. Missing funds, inventory shortage, invoice discrepancies are all signs of something that isn't adding up. Sometimes your employees might like not give you this reason to actually blame them. They can be giving it as it is. Oh, sorry, ma, I forgot to take the money from there. Oh, like saying different. Oh, I forgot to write. Oh, I can't find it. They'll be so innocent about it, but all these things can be intentional acts. The invoice discrepancies. You see a mistake in an invoice, be like, oh, sorry, it's a mistake. They'll be, especially the ones that even act dumb, like they don't know anything. They fear those ones in particular, even the smart ones. But the ones, they'll be acting dumb, like, oh, they don't really know much, they just want to learn. Sometimes, no, they know, like, if they solve math for a year, you see that they can even compete in math competition, but they are just doing all those things so that when they make mistake, all those their mistake, so that when you are trying to catch them, they can use that their assumed incompetence to cover it, like, oh, I'm sorry, my was a mistake, I'll do better next time. But it was actually theft that was ongoing, only that you almost found out, and they use that their weaponizing competence to deceive you into thinking that the discrepancy was a mistake or is something they know nothing about. Because maybe, especially when you have more than one employee, you're not able to know who did what and who did what. That's a problem. So when you ask A say it's not me, B say it's not me, like, you not get confused because you can't just pinpoint anybody. At the end of the day, there's nothing much you can do. And if you say, okay, let me sack them and bring your employees, for how long will you continue doing that? You keep removing employees, bringing new ones, train them all over again. Like the cycle continues. Like the one they are bringing, if children can steal from their parents, what makes you not think that that one cannot steal from you? I've seen cases of children stealing money from their parents' business, even for stupid reasons. I mean, someone can even steal big money from the parents' business to give the lover without even minding that the parents are struggling. Like, things happen. So you should not know about, talk more of employees. That's what you should be thinking. So you should be very vigilant. And then, yeah. So the secret there basically is that employee might manipulate financial records to cover up theft, leading to inaccurate data in your business. Yes, they'll manipulate it, and even when you try cashing out, they just give you excuses or denying knowing anything about that. And if there's no way to actually track it, it will be difficult to actually do anything about it or hold anyone responsible. And then again, so basically, what to watch out for is like once you notice inventory that the inventory levels are consistently being lower than the sales data, missing funds from the business account without any clear explanation. You ask what happened. You're hearing different stories. Ada will say it's Obi, Obi will say it's Ada, and so many things. Like, not something is wrong. Don't overlook it. Especially the business owners that are like playing. I'm a good person. I'm a kind person. Yes, you're a good person. You're kind-hearted. You're soft, and you're all that. But that doesn't mean that in your business you shouldn't like be vigilant and kind of strike boundaries, or else at the end of the day, when you become poor, go out of business and unable to take care of your children and all those things, all those people move on with their life. So you have to be very, very vigilant, know when to smile and know when to be serious with business and know what happened, put instructions. So, and then, yes, the fourth one is sudden lifestyle changes. From the name, you already know what that means. So when we talk about sudden lifestyle changes, it's like it's normal for employees to experience financial growth. Of course, you wouldn't want someone to be working for you or around you and they're experiencing poverty, their life is getting worse. Nobody wants to feel that way. It seems like a kind of a sign of bad luck. It gives us a good feeling when people come into our life or come around us and they are doing well. It's just like there is this kind of apprentice. When a master settles its apprentice, it's his wish and desire for the person to be able to use the knowledge which the apprentice learned while training under him to go there into the world, establish and start doing well, except the person is really a wicked person and a wizard or a witch. But normally, if you're a normal human being, you should want anybody that learn something under you, is working under you, to be doing well. So now it's normal and it's something we want. But when you notice an employee's lifestyle is suddenly changing without any clear reason, like when this person came back, like they practically begged you for that work, like you should please give it to them, that this is their only hope, that they are talking to you, they have no source of income, they are dying of hunger. I'm just giving an example. You just knew when they came in, like like their life was just they were just managing things, right? And then suddenly before you know it, this person is living big, getting the latest phone and all those things. Yes, it's easy for you to be like, well, they might have things they're doing, but it's none of your business, and everything in your business seems to be okay. No, you should actually not if you go and start querying them, but you should get vigilant, like investigate the matter. Without not if you go and start querying them, but you have to be vigilant, check what happened, why is this person that is earning this amount affording things that someone that is even earning 10 times their salary cannot afford. What's happening? Where are they getting that money from? Because the truth is that sometimes it can be from your business. Let me tell us a quick story. Like I had this incident where, like, when I was in the university, there was this Chinese mystery that was there. So while I was learning Chinese language day by time. So I also like made some friends, or should I say acquaintance there, people we connected with. Because when we finished, we were like, oh, okay, let's get work as a Chinese English interpreters, because it was in demand there in Nigeria. And then, well, we all got work. I was working in Dangote Refinery then. Then another friend of mine was working in another company, but we are kind of all still talking. So this particular girl, she started working. Before I know it, oh, the girl, like, things were just happening so fast, so fast. She bought a car. I was like, okay, well, like, things are actually like moving. Not like the job is not paying well, but being that all of us, we are kind of involved in the same thing, at least you can estimate the growth progress of someone. And then she bought a car. Before I know it, she bought a car and a land as a gift for her boyfriend. The boyfriend in question is not even like someone that they are married or they have been dating for a long time. They just started dating. She just bought car and land. You should know that this kind of money is not money that someone so far to me that they're using to do all this kind of thing. Sharaye. So me, I got curious, so because we do talk. I asked her, what's up? Like, this your company, like, they pay very well, oh, compared to my, oh, what's happening now? Like, how are you getting that? Only for her to now tell me that she does like this guy. It was embezzlement. She was embezzling fund, and she didn't like see it as anything, because like, she had the asset, because being an interpreter, you are more like the middle person between the Nigerian workers and the owners of the company, which are the Chinese. So it's easy for you to have access to funds because I've done the work, so I understand. But she now took advantage of that and was really like spending it anyhow. So when you see someone around you, like that employee that is barely surviving or earning a minimum wage, spending on things, you know that these things are not like necessities, buying the latest phone, this and that, you should know that something is wrong somewhere. It's not money that they are sweating together that isn't to make all those expenses. So you should be very vigilant and check where they're getting that money from. It could even be from your own business. It could be from your own business. So pay attention to that. Don't say it's not my business, let me mind my business. Pay attention, because at the end of the day, your business will run down. They move on to the next level. That's still your, especially when you have young employees. They'll leave you, move to the next company. They have like, but you probably you're already at approaching your mid-age, where if anything happens now, you wouldn't even know where to start. You feel lost if anything should happen to your business, because that's all that you have known all your life, or a big part of your life. So trying to start afresh will always sound like something suicidal to you. So you have to be very careful and pay attention. So you don't allow that. It hasn't been happening before doesn't mean that it's not happening now. Because even the generation of employees we have this time around, their eyes are red. We have gradually left the time where people understand the phenomenon of like sowing and reaping, putting in the hard work and waiting to grow gradually. But now everybody wants it quick, 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 quick. So if employee rate was at 10% before, know that now, I mean, if employee theft was at 10% before, know that now it's at 99.9%. Believe it or not, whether or not, see only that they have gotten smarter, technology is now involved. So it's difficult for you to track these thefts. So you have to be very, very vigilant. And then again, so yeah, basically the thing is that employees will experience sudden lifestyle upgrades could be stealing from funds from your business. I've already explained all these things, so let me just keep it. So basically, what to watch out for is just employees purchasing luxury items, or always like talking about some luxury kind of expenses, going to luxury places, all those things. Pay attention. Not like you go and collect them, but you should be vigilant and then on a low key do your investigation. Significant changes in spending patterns without an additional source of income. And you see this employee every day they're ordering food. And you know how much food costs? Let's say, okay, in naira, like 5,000 naira, up to 10,000 naira. They're spending that every day ordering food. They hardly cook for lunch to bring. And you know how much it costs to be buying food every day. And you see the amount of food they're always buying. That's the kind of food, luxury food. And then you show that, and it wasn't like that when they started, right? But suddenly they're doing it. No, you shouldn't overlook that. Even if you ask them jokingly and they tell you whatever story, no. Pay attention to your business and know where that funding is coming from. But maybe it can be your business that is bankrolling them. So you have to pay attention. Okay? So, and then finally, the fifth one and the final one is frequent personal financial problems. Yes, this one is the most innocent looking one, but trust me, it is one that once you see, you should open your eyes. So you have this employee, they usually come and meet you and be like, oh, ma, please, can I get salary in advance? Or I'm having this issue. I was wondering if you can help me. I know to you now, you feel like, oh, this person is always reaching out to you, trying to ask you to support them, to help them with some money or pay the salary in advance, that they're actually very good, because instead of them stealing from your business, they're instead asking for salary advance. They are instead asking you to help them. Whereas their mates will be looking for ways to steal from the business. Lie! That one is one of the biggest cover up. I'm not saying there are no innocent requests, but sometimes that's one of the biggest cover up. Sometimes it's not that the person is bad though. Why some people it can be their strategy, because some people can be very manipulative. They can draw their plan A to Z, how to run down your business or how to be seen from your business. And that plan will include them making sure that they are never suspected. So they always be reaching out to you, like making you see that, oh, when they need money, they actually always come to you. So you don't have to worry about where they get extra money from. Why for some is the fact that, okay, employees with ongoing financial, let me read this back onto you, ongoing financial troubles might be tempted to use your business resources to solve their problems. Take note of employees who constantly request salary advances, loans, or cash withdrawals. It could be a sign of deeper problems. So this the second thing I was trying to say. Why for some of them, sincerely, it's not that they had the intention of stealing from your business or anything, but the kind of the way that their problem is weighing them down, and they're constantly in touch of seeing money, it will be difficult for them to resist the temptation, because you don't even know what exactly is happening in their life. Maybe they have some kind of life-threatening situations or something that at that point they just be like, well, see, if they catch me, they catch me, but I just have to take this money. Fine, I know they're human beings, but you're also a human being now. So if somebody just from your business trying to use their business and then solve their problems, like stealing from your business, how about you? You have family, you have problems, you have things. Maybe probably your children are still in secondary school and you still train them in university. So many things. So you shouldn't like sleep on this. That someone is always coming to meet you, asking you for help and all those things. Yes, you helping is not the problem, but at that point you should also be vigilant and make sure that these people, because maybe they need 1 million, they ask you for 100,000, and then they steal the other 900,000 from your business. That's something that you should take note of. The secret there is that personal financial issues often lead to employee theft, as they may turn to your business to solve their problems. It's just like when, let's use a country setting for example. You notice that when there is uprising, economic issue in a country, that's when crime rates increase. The more they are jobless, the higher the rate. If you did all these economics, government, all these courses, sociology and code, you will know that the higher the rate of unemployment, the higher the crime rate. The more economic crisis rise, the higher the crime rate. For instance, there is not like lots of kidnapping, stealing, insecurity ongoing. And why is that? Because there is like hunger in the land. People are kind of now trying to meet up all those things. Even people, things they never thought they could do, people that never thought they could still, they're not being tempted. Sometimes it's something that you might feel like you don't need to bring this way because the person have seen the child crying. Okay, let me just give us an instance. I remember this happened real life. The man said that okay, he had this kind of malam that lived around him. The guy was a good guy, always greeting them. And then during COVID-19, the guy lost his car and all those things. He said one day him and his wife left the house, like they are traveling, but he was not traveling, he was only escorting the wife. He now came back to the house, and in the night he noticed someone sneaked into the compound, into his house. He was scared and was just watching by the corner. Later, like, got to realize that it was that man that always greet them. But what he noticed is that this man, the only thing he stole from the house was like food items. Even he himself left his wallet there with money, but the guy never touched it. So I was asking the guy what happened. The guy was like, he's very, very sorry. There's no intentional, just that he has not been working, lost his job, and the family is very hungry now. That stealing is not his, it's not his blood. He has never stolen. That he just wanted to feed his family. So now it's very clear that this guy is not lying, because if he's a thief or his aim is to steal, he would have just like even stolen the wallet, the money. But because it's hunger that was pushing him, he just like went and to take the food items and foodstuffs. What does this mean? It basically means that having financial problems can push people to do things that is not in their character. So that your employee that's always having financial problems, are always looking for help, all these things, there is tendency that they're stealing from you. So you have to look out for that, because you wouldn't also want to also get to a point where the helper becomes the one that needs help. It's everybody's wish to be able to provide for others, be the giver. But if you don't put structures in place, you stop being the giver and be the receiver. Like, you will not be able to afford giving people again. You only be the one begging people, and that's not what you wish for yourself. So you have to be very, 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 very conscious of that. Okay, so guys, at this point, we are not going to be. What to watch out for in this is simple: employee frequently asking for salary advances or loans, sudden increase in personal financial issues, or mounting debts. And then now leads us to the next step. Now you know of all these problems, how exactly can you, how to protect your business? So I'm going to just like, this one is not going to take time. I'm not even going to be sharing my screen. I'm just going to give us a rundown of this. It's very simple. Even as you're listening to all this, you already know what to do. So to protect your business, you just basically, for you to put systems that is going to be able to track all these activities. Like everything I mentioned now, I know in your mind, as I'm telling you those things, the actions you need to take, I keep telling you, be vigilant, pay attention. But being vigilant doesn't mean you don't have to go and be following your employees in everything they do. What are you doing? Like, no, come on. You should also, it's good to have a good working environment. You shouldn't use because you are trying to catch your employees and then make them feel dehumanized. No, like you see an employee using a phone, you go and start around the person. So you are using phone. You stole money from my business. That's why you could afford the phone. That's not proper at all, because there's possibility that it was a gift. That they're working in your business does not mean that they don't have someone in their family or in their generation that has money. What if it's their uncle or brother that is even abroad that send them the phone? So you shouldn't do that. Are you trying to say that because they're working in your business that they don't have any other person that have money in their family? Even say their father or mother could be rich. So you can't go and be terrorizing employees all in the name of you're trying to know what they're doing. No. This will be something that you put system that track all their activities, that track all the activities of your business, so that even when you want to query someone, you're working with data. You'll be like, oh, Michael, so from the data I'm seeing here, this is what this thing is saying, and this one is saying this one. Can you explain why? You see, the end of the day, they even be the one confessing. So you shouldn't, the CCTV is not doing anything. So this is basically where, when you talk about systems and control, we're talking about modern systems and control, and that's very straightforward. That's where the use of business management software comes in. Business management software. We talk about business management software. It's just simply the use of technology to manage all your business process. Now, you have been managing your business, right? You have been doing things in manual way, in one way or the other. You have been using your notebook to keep records of all these things. These things are fantastic, but you have to move with time. You know one thing about growth? When you are not growing, you might think you're in one place, or when you're not moving with the changes, you're actually being left behind. You're in point A, the world is moving past point A, so you're already behind. So you have to, if technology is not the in thing, and the people around are able to use technology to manipulate things and be able to steal from your business, then you yourself also have to use technology to be able to know what's happening and track these things. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now while I talk, because I want to be showing us a video. All right, guys. So basically, when you talk about business management software, it just basically help you to streamline these things, because you're also a very busy person. You can't use the time you're supposed to use and know what's happening. The time you're supposed to use and strategize on how to grow your business, on how to meet with basically new clients, like the whole making of sales process. I use it and be chasing employees, following them, staying by their side, making sure you don't leave the shop. Come on, your business should not own your life. As a business person, you should be able to comfortably travel with your family and also come back and things are in shape, or wherever you are, you can monitor what's happening. Some people, business have stolen their life from them. Like you see some people, when they get old, they realize that all their life they have just been trying to use all their life and protect their business, that before they know it, the children are all grown and you don't have any connection with them, because you never had the time to go on vacations with them or spend time with them. Even when you're at home, you're pressing calculator trying to know why is this thing not balancing. Come on, you shouldn't be doing that. See, everything matters. Yes, money, securing the money bag is very important, but you see that bond you have to play with your family, your loved ones, it's also very important, because a balance of it all kind of creates true fulfillment and happiness. So now you already know that with a business management tool, they'll be able to get all these things done, because a business management to act like an extra set of eyes that ensures that your business is accounted for and everything is recorded. With the business management, it's you are able to manage your sales tracking, financial management, inventory control, employee tracking, reporting. Like it centralizes everything from one stop. Like you just open your phone, you're able to know what's happening. But now, when you want to get a business management software, you have to look out for some key things, because the truth is that there are lots of business management software that are out there, like a lot of them. You can just go there and be like, I need a business management software. They will give you anyone that someone will just tell you, get this one, get that one. But there are key things you have to look out for, that if a business management software cannot do those things, then it will not be able to help you curtail all these things that we just talked about now. So I'm going to quickly give you a rundown of that. Number one is like sales tracking and transparency. The software should be able to offer you real-time sales tracking, allowing you to monitor transactions as they happen. Like even if you are in London, you are seeing the transaction, not the one that you have to log in and see. As it's happening, you are seeing everything, and it's balancing with your inventory. That when you come back and decide to like check your inventory, everything is in order. Because with sales transparency, every transaction is logged and reported accurately, preventing underreporting or cash mismanagement. And then again, we talk about inventory management. Any business management software you are going for should be able to do inventory management for you. Effective business management software must include inventory tracking. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't get that. It's of no use, because your inventory should be able to synchronize with your sales, not the one that the manner you just upload the inventory and then the sales is running different. Everything should be synchronizing. If you upload that you have 1,000 cartons of beer, as they are selling, it should be showing that, okay, if they sell 5, it should show that you have now 995 left. And when you also go to your store, everything is synchronizing. So this is what you should be checking, because inventory discrepancy are a common form of theft. By tracking stock levels in real time, you can quickly identify when items go missing and investigate them accordingly. Right after giving explaining these 10 things, I'm going to be showing us a video, especially the one that talks about this stock, being able to keep stock track of your stock levels. A business person that was having that challenge, and then the difference they experienced when they integrated a software that was able to help them do this. I'll be showing that in a bit. Then you should be able to automate your financial management. Yes, be able to take care of your accounting. Your software should automatically track and reconcile your financials, including sales expenses, inventory, every expense, that even those that own you should be able to like reconcile everything, and you know what's left, whether you are running on deficit, because sometimes some businesses are running on deficit without knowing. Reason being that sales are coming in, but they don't know that when all those things are balanced with both the debtors they have, the expenses they are making, everything, that they are running on deficit, not on profit. Some businesses don't used to know, especially those that are into manufacturing, like let me use a baker for instance. They'll just try, they'll not know by the time they, because you also, even when if you're a service-based person, your time is also part of the things that should be people should be paying for, because it's your time you are using, the time, the resource, everything. They'll just calculate only the ingredients and then feel like making profit. But the workmanship matters. As a service-based person, you should be paid for your workmanship. So when you remove that, and so that it's just barely the amount that you use in buying the materials that you earn, then you're running on deficit, because you're using your time to get that thing done. Why is your workmanship not covered for? So you should be able to reconcile all your finances, expenses, everything, and know the actual state of your business. Employee monitoring, that's the fourth one. Any business management software you get should be able to help you and do employee monitoring. A good system will allow you to track individual employee activity and performance. Yes, if it cannot help you do that, then you shouldn't get it, because the essence of getting a business management software is not for you to come and say, I noticed that this thing is missing. Who did it? No. A business management software should be able to help you look and be like, okay, this discrepancy, this shortage is coming from Amaka's activity. You now call Amaka, this is your recording. This thing is showing that you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Explain why. With a business management software, you should be able to track this thing, know who did what. Yes, a business management software can help you do that. Get the ones that can track your employees' activity based on user. That's each of them, and you know who did the who tried to manipulate things, who did the mistake in the recording, who tried to manipulate the inventory. You'll be able to track who did what. And then again, customizable reporting. A good management and business management system should be able to help you to customize things, in the sense that whatever it is, whichever way that you do your business, because every business have their modus operandi, their mode of operation. You should be able to like customize that system to suit your exact mode of operation. Let it not be that there's a particular step missing, because the way the software is structured, it doesn't permit that extra step in your business, or that extra mode of operation. No, a good business management system should be able to help you get that thing done in your as it's applied to your business. That's where customization comes in. There are business management software out there that you can't customize. It's very rigid. You can't just use it to in a way that it suits you. You should look out for the ones that you can customize. And then again, the ease of use and accessibility. Of course, we all know that if it's not easily accessible, then it's meaningless. It should be easily accessible, in the sense that you can access it from any device. It's not the one that until you come to that desktop app that is on top of your cashier table, you cannot see what's happening. Whether you are in London, Kafasha, any place you are, you should be able to see what's happening. That is the essence of the business management software. If your software can't do that, then it just works only offline, then it doesn't actually it's not something advisable to go for. That accessibility, being able to access it remotely matters, and also have your data backed up and saved in a way you can access it from anywhere and you won't have to worry about it getting lost. And then security features. A good business management software should have security features. That's the software to offer security features such as restricted access, user permission, and activity log, and so much more that ensures that sensitive data and financial records are protected from unauthorized access or manipulation. For instance, as a business person, you can decide to structure things in such a way that your employees are not seeing the turnover, in as much as you're monitoring everything they're doing, they're seeing the inventory there or something. You can structure it in such a way that they don't see the total amount your business is making, or the total amount in your account, because sometimes these things can trigger some evil intention. There is this story of it happened. The woman was killed by her own workers, people that are living in the house with her. What happened? This woman did her birthday party, and she's kind of someone of caliber. She invited friends, family, even people that were abroad. They all came. So they spread their money on her, plenty money, dollars, different currency. Guess what? In the night, and when everybody left, her employees teamed up and killed her. This happened live. This one is not yet. It happened. This even happened recently. They killed the woman so they can steal those dollars, because they know that, oh, she has not yet gone to deposit or anything. It was spread live in that party now, so she moved it to her room. They went and killed her so as to take the money. And there are so many times these kind of things have happened. There is the one of someone giving someone their ATM card for them to go and withdraw money from their DC, and then when they see the person's total that's the total money in their bank account, they will now start thinking of how to kill the person or kidnap the person so as to have access to that money. And it has happened several times. So if you want a situation whereby you set restrictions that these people are not able to see the total revenue coming into the business, all those things, you just want them to focus on what you need them to be doing, whether if it's them for them to be selling and all those things. They only have access to that data, while you as the owner from the back end able to see every report, know your total income, know your total revenue, all those things. If you want only yourself to be seeing it, a good business management software should be able to enable you set up your business, manage your business in that way that your employees don't get to know your worth, if you want it that way. So, and then offline accessibility. We all know that network can be messy. You should look out for a management software that, in as much as it is accessible, and that's online, you're able to access it from anywhere, login. You can also work offline. For instance, you're using a business management software for sales in your shop, and then customers are lined up, and then suddenly network goes off. Does it mean that your sales girl or you can't continue selling, or at that point they will now have to go and get pen and paper to start recording? It has defeated the purpose of you using a business management software, because you remember that you are supposed to be able to use it and keep track of all your records. So when you see yourself, sometimes you're recording offline, and then sometimes you're recording online. It is a situation of moving from frying pan to fire, because at least before, you know that your recording is either you are doing it strictly offline. So when you want to do your reconciliation, you bring your book, start adding and adding. But now you reconcile the one offline, reconcile the one done on pen and paper, and the one that is online. It doesn't make sense. So a good business management software should give you this offline accessibility, in the sense that when network cuts off, they are still able to use it. And once network comes back, everything is synchronized. They wouldn't even feel the impact of network getting disconnected. They should still be able to enter sales, enter figures. Once network is connected, it will all synchronize and be backed up via cloud. That's what you should look out for. And then again, the ability to manage multiple business locations. Like, you have different business locations. By business location, it doesn't mean that you have a branch in Ghana, a branch in Nigeria, or you have a branch in Lagos State, a branch in another state. No. Basically, even if it's that you have a store and then you have a warehouse, or you have a store here, you have another branch in this area, whichever one, as long as all your goods are not in the same place, you should be able to have a good business management software that will help you manage multiple locations, whether the multiple locations are in different countries or they are in different states, or it's just like different settings, warehouse, the in-store, because you have to be able to manage them separately so that that way you can be able to keep inventory of like, okay, what's in the store, what's in the warehouse. When things are moved from the warehouse to the store, you should be able to automatically know how much is remaining. So that's basically it. That's the next one. And then finally, I think that's just basically it. Yes, guys. So when you're getting a good business management software, it should be able to help you do all those things. And also, that's one of the things that the CEO of Prokip had in mind. One of the visions he had in mind when he was also creating Prokip. And if I'm to recommend to you, I myself too will recommend the Prokip business management software for you. Not because I work with the company. It's something that I have also recommended to my family members. Like, I come from a family of more of business people. We have like more of business people than people that are into office job, and all of them are currently using this software. Okay, so before I just go, like I said, I'm going to be showing us a case study of this software and how it was able to help someone combat a case of employee theft. So I'm going to be playing a video right now.
I want to be honest with us. When I introduced this Prokip app, my former secretary, that was my accountant. Let me say she was my accountant because she take care of the goods, she take care of purchase, she take care of sales, as the case may be. When I introduced Prokip app, she was like, after 1 to 2 to 3 months, I started, noticing a lot of things, some errors, as the case may be. I called her attention to it, and she was like, I will check and will do this. Before I know what is going on, she left the office. Reason because I have, discovered a loophole where she has been using to take from us, from the company. And she was like, she don't want. She started telling people that she don't want to work again without even informing me. After paying, salary to her, paying her salary to her, and she left. So what am I trying to say? Why am I saying this? Prokey has been a good help to us. To be honest, they have been of a help to this company. Thank you and God bless you. From Obes Integrated Service Limited.
Hope it can be customized. Yes, it can. I'm seeing lots of questions, and your questions will be answered. We'll dedicate a time to answer your questions, but I've been answering some of them in the chat. Before we go on to the next thing, I just dropped a link to a form in the chat. Please fill that form. It's very important that you do that so that we can know how to help you after this webinar. And if you have more questions, you can be asking them, and would answer them after the next presentation. So coming up next, I'm going to be taking us on the next presentation, how discovering loopholes, step by step plan, how to handle customer satisfaction, dissatisfaction, how to fix it and build loyalty, how to attract and retain more customers, how to track sales and cash flow without mistakes. Now, Faith has talked about employee theft, inventory mismanagement. She has talked about like all of those things. These are some of the loopholes that you can experience in your business. And from everything that she has shared, small things, like she said, can be things that your employees are doing, and you don't even know that that's what is making you lose money in your business. So I'm not going to go into employee theft or inventory management anymore because Mrs. Faith has done like real justice to that. But this is just like a chart and a flow that just shows some silent business killers in your business that you don't really pay attention to. Or maybe you see them, but you don't really like see them like a big deal. One of them is employee theft. Somebody stealing even they are stealing 5 naira or 10 cedis from you every single day. By the time you gather them for 1 year, you know how much that is already, right? Pricing discrepancies. That's another loophole in your business many people don't even look at. I used to have a friend who had this business where she sells like in millions, but every time she always forgets how much she buys a product. She always forgets. So sometimes she will just say, "Oh, I think it's 5,000. I think it's 20,000. I think." That's how she keeps selling. She will sell in bulk. She will make a lot of money. But after making that lot of money in bulk, she's not making any gain from it because she's not pricing is not accurate. That's another loophole. And she may not see maybe like, okay, I'm making money, okay, I have another money to buy something else. That's another loophole in your business, right? And how can you fix pricing discrepancies? If you want to fix pricing discrepancies, when you buy your product, always make sure that you document them, even if it takes you hours. It is hard work to do this thing, but even if it take you hours, you need to take out time to write them down. And every business is unique. Some business you're into bakery, some are into manufacturing, some are into construction, some provide services. If you're in bakery, for example, the way you will do your pricing is not the same thing as somebody who sells services, because you buy stuff, you buy raw materials. If you're in manufacturing, the same thing happens to you. So you need to be able to know the cost of every item that you're using to create everything you are creating, or everything that makes up your business, so that you can know how to charge, right? And also in pricing, many people only price based on how much they buy the product. Oh, I bought this product for 5,000 CDs and I'm now going to sell it for 5,500 CDs. How did you come about that price? What are the things that you've put into consideration? Your transportation fare, the money, the salary you pay your employees, right? The money it costs you to run your shop if you have a shop. All of those are things that should be incorporated into your pricing before you come up with a price. Don't just randomly start putting, oh, let me put extra 500 on top, or let me put extra 200 on top, and at least I gain something. You are going to run down your business, because the product is not the only thing that makes your business run. There are other areas that makes your business run, and is the product that you are selling that will produce the money that you can use to keep running that business. So if you're making that mistake where you just put any price that you like, or just put any amount you like, or you don't even write down your pricing, or you don't take note of your pricing, then I will encourage you to start doing that now. And like I said, like the software that Prokip is a very good tool to help you do that, where you can note down your price. You don't lose your paper. Oh, the paper I use, I missed it. The receipt is no longer there. You can write down your pricing and all of those things, even right inside Prokip, and that can help you to understand how you can price. Right. The next thing is lack of customer loyalty. Some of us here, we don't have customers. We don't have any system that helps us bring back our customers. I'll go in depth into that. The next one is no customer data. You don't have your customer data. You don't have their emails. You don't have their phone numbers. There is no way you can reach them by the time they leave your work store, or they leave your shop, or they leave you. There is no way you can contact them. Some other people, yes, your customer contact WhatsApp, but you don't save their number. You don't have the details anywhere. If your WhatsApp wipes out, there is no way you can reach out to your customers, right? Undertrained employees. Some of us here, we train ourselves, we invest, learn. Now you are here on this webinar, you are learning, you are getting all of this wisdom. Your employees are undertrained. It is not enough to just employ people. Oh, I employ you, I expect you to know what you're doing. You're paying them salaries. You are supposed to also ensure that you are training them, you are giving them knowledge to be able to run your business properly. If you want your business to run properly, you should be able to train the people that are helping you run the business. If you're not able to afford, or you say, oh, I don't want to invest in bringing people to train them, the little things that you know, you can start from there. But you can start with that, but it's always advisable for at intervals, maybe once in every 3 months, once in every 4 months, once in every 6 months. Initiate employee trainings. Train them on how to speak to customers. Train them on how to carry themselves, how to sell your market. Train them on how to use certain things in your business. This is how you can get quality employees. Yes, we say employees are stealing from us, employees are doing this. Sometimes we also don't invest in our employees, and these are silent areas that are silently killing your business, and you do not know it. Sometimes we even go and bring uneducated people to come and work for us, and you'll be angry. This person is dumb. Why are you angry? Why? You brought somebody that is not educated to work in your business, and you're angry this person is dumb. You do not even train them. You don't make any effort to educate them anyway, or even at least make sure that you're employing people who are qualified to do the job. But because you're saying, let me get somebody that I can pay small. Let me get somebody that I don't have to spend so much money, paying. And then you bring on that trained people into your company or into your office, and then later you're crying and you're complaining. Next thing is cash flow. Cash flow also ties to pricing discrepancies, right? You are just running your business. You don't know how money is coming, how money is going out. Your own is okay. If I need money to buy goods, I have money. If I need money to buy this, I have money. If I need money to do this, I have money. But you don't know how the money is moving. What products are selling more? What is your best selling product? What is your best selling service? You don't know. What are you spending money on the most in your business? You don't know. And these are silently killing your business. It's silently, yeah, and it just happens slowly. You know, when they give you, there's this poison that some certain poison that when you give somebody like this silent poison, the poison just be killing them small, 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 small. One, you think you're okay. You say, I'm having chest pain. From chest pain, days goes by, week goes by. That's what these silent business killers do to your business. It can take 5 years. It can take 2 years. It can take 1 year. It can even take 10 years before it begins to show. But the point where if you leave it that long and it begins to show, it might have gotten to the point where there is no redemption again. That's where you need to start paying attention. That's why I'm so happy that you are in this session today, listening to all of these conversations that we are having so far. Another one is bad customer service. This is another quiet loophole. Your employees will be treating your customers bad, or even some of you, unknowingly to you, you yourself, you will have bad customer service. Yes, some of us that have our business, let's be truthful to ourselves. You have treated customers in bad ways. They say customer is always right, even though I don't entirely agree to that. But in some cases, right, the way you treat your customers, in every case, the way you treat your customer will determine whether they will come back to your business or not. Then employee behavior. Some of you don't have disciplinary measures. You don't have code of conduct. The employee can act anyhow, and they are not aware that there's a consequence. Your employee can come late to work, be like, stop coming late. If you come late, I will sack you. I will sack you. As it, no consequence, no signed agreement, no written anything, nothing. Your employee will come to work, will not dress neatly. Next time, don't wait. Your employees are not your children. You should not be letting them stress you out. I used to always say this to even my own employees, like, I'm not your elder sister. I cannot keep giving you chances over and over. I am not your elder sister. There are rules. Create code of conduct and disciplinary measures that your employee knows that as I'm coming to this company, this is how we function. This is how we operate. If you go out of this, or you get your first warning, if you don't change or you don't work on yourself, you get the final warning and you're going to lose your job, and stick to it. So these things will help your business grow, because if you keep leaving them to behave like that, one person will start, the next person will start, the third person will start, and your business is running down and you would not know. So these are some silent business killers that are killing your business slowly and you don't even know at all, right? So before I move on, let me know in the chat, are you familiar with any of this? Are you familiar with any of this? Are you familiar with any of these business killers that I've mentioned? Think back. I want you to take like a minute to think back into your business. Have you noticed, even with what Mrs. Faith has shared, have you noticed some of these things in your business, but you've been turning like a blind eye to them? Have you noticed them in your business? Great. I can see almost all. Somebody said yes, 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 yes. Amazing. That means what we are saying is they are not made up. They are things that are happening in our reality. And that's why we call them silent business killers, because you will just be looking at them. You might think, oh, it's normal thing. But it's not normal. It's killing your business. I can see, oh, yeah, so my business is suffering. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. But I hope that by the time you leave this webinar today, you are going to start fixing your business and start seeing even better changes and reward over time. All right, so let's go on. I'm just going to quickly run through this. Now, step-by-step plan to handle customer dissatisfaction. I'm going to focus more on customers and in my own part, because the truth is that customers are the lifeblood of your business. If people are not buying from you, you are not making money. If you like, have the best products. If you like, have everything in place. You speak as if you're in my business. I mean multiple years. I can relate with the late coming thing and dress code. Amazing, great. We are going to share how you can fix these things in your business moving forward. Yes, it's going to be a work in progress, but you can take it step by step, right? So how do you handle customer dissatisfaction in your business? I've had situations where I go to places to buy things, and the way the attendant attend to me, I'm like, no, I don't want to go here anymore. I'm a very emotional person, and the way you speak to me will make me I may not maybe speak to you back, but I'm not coming there again. Please don't stress me. I'm not coming there again. If some of you that use social media for your businesses as well, it also applies. Some people will come to the DM to ask questions. Oh, I want to buy this product. Somebody's okay, is available, and that's it. If you are stressing me, I cannot go on. There's an instance where I wanted to buy something and I reached out to a brand through their social media page. I reached out to them, I sent them a message, hello, I want to buy this thing. And the person who responded to me said, hello, it is available. And I was like, okay. And that's it. The person did not say anything to me again. And I'm stressed. I'm the one coming to buy from you. I've already taken the first step to tell you I want to buy this thing. I haven't told you the size that I wanted. I expected that you should tell me, okay, this is how much is it? This is how you can get it. This is the next step. You didn't say anything. I cannot come and be stressing. I cannot come and be chasing after you to buy from you. So these are small things that your employees might be doing. You don't even know. So employees might be talking to customers anyhow. Some employees might be rude, frowning at customers. You will never know it. And it might be chasing customers away. Not everybody will come and tell you. Not every some customers will do you, good and come and tell you that, oh, I don't like this way this your employees behave. Some of them will just walk away. They will not come and tell you. They won't come at all. So this is why you need to pay attention to things that are happening in your business. So what can you do? Research has shown that 91% of unhappy customers will not return, right? That is for sure. Let me even ask you this question. If you go to a place, if you go and buy something, if you go to a place to buy something, or even if you're using social media to buy something, and you are not happy with the way the person is attending to you, if you manage to buy that thing the first time, will you go back? Will you go back? Will you go back there? Will you go back there? Please let me know in the chat. Not at all. I'm very good. You won't go back there because nobody wants to be. Is there a craze? Nobody wants to be stressed. Nobody wants to be disrespected. No matter how little you are spending, you will never go back there. So the same way you go to some businesses and you notice some employees' misbehavior, those kind of things can be happening in your business and you don't even know. Those kind of things can be happening in your own business. So you cannot say, oh, this one, you're very rude. You're very disrespectful. You don't know what's happening in your own business. You don't know what's happening in your own business. So this is why you need to pay attention. Somebody said something in the chat. I was so passionate and cordial and my employees messed up. I think there's a thin line between being nice, right? Being nice and being strict with your employees. If you are too nice with them, that's why I say your employees are not your family members. They are not your sisters. They are not your siblings. Yes, you can be nice to them, but let them be that line. That's where rules and code of conduct come in. They let them know that if I mess up, I am good. There are consequences. So if these consequences are not set from the very beginning, they will keep messing up. And you know how your sibling will offend you, you will forgive. You will offend your parents, they will just shout, they will forgive you. You shout, they will forgive you. Your employees are not your siblings. So you should let them understand that by setting the rules and setting the pace. All right, let's move on. So now the question is, what can you do to ensure that you are able to handle customer dissatisfaction? You need to train your employees. Yes, train your employees. Train employees on how to attend to customers, depending on the kind of business that you run. If you run like the person who said they run a law firm, I don't know how your business model works, but if you run a law firm, it means that maybe you have an office and people come there and your employees need to interact with your clients. How should they interact with them? That means you need to train your employees on how to dress. You need to train your employees on how to greet customers, starting from your receptionist. You need to train them. You run a school. How should your teachers attend to customers when they come? Oh, so even if a parent come and is shouting in the school, people are very stupid. How can you do this to my child? How should your teachers respond to that kind of parent? A customer cannot be, yelling and angry, and no matter how, even if the customer is wrong, how do your employee handle them? You need to train them and give them that. Let them know that this is what you need to do. You run a manufacturing company. How should your employees interact with customers? How should they interact with people that are buying from you? Because if customers are not there, who are you going to start to? I'm starting to question if I made a mistake employing my family members. That's another conversation for another day. That's another conversation for another day. I noticed I made more than double sales when I'm around. Some of my customers will wait for me to come before they buy. Some of them will even call me to ask if I'm around. I only have one employee that makes sales too, but the rest are not stepping up at all. You see? So you need to train them. Train your employees on how to sell, how to speak to customers, how to handle objections, how to treat customers. If customers are angry, what should you do? So you can organize training once in 2 months, once in 3 months. In fact, if things are already gone south in your business, you can organize training. You can even organize training at least now. You can organize training at least now, maybe once every month. Once every month until things are now fixed, then you can now move it to once in 3 months. Right? That's one. Number two, customer data. Customer data in sense of collect their email address and their phone numbers. If you cannot communicate with your customers, there is no way you can know everything that's happening, how your employees are treating your customers. Right? Some of your customers, you have not been seeing them for months. That woman, see, I'm seeing, so I've not seen this woman since all these months. Where is the woman? They say, maybe she's not been coming. We don't know. Maybe they've done something to her or to him. And you don't know because you don't have their data, you don't have their SMS, you don't have their WhatsApp number, you don't have their email. You cannot reach them. You just sit down and wait and fold your hands and pray until the day you meet them again. So you have to start gathering customer data. That way you'll be able to handle customer this. Because if you are not seeing them, you can call them. Or even at intervals, you can send messages to them and they may even respond. When they respond, you can know what is going on. Next thing is regular check-in and follow-up. How many of you here do regular check-ins and follow-up with your employees? You just employ your employees. You don't do check-ins with them. Let's say weekly reports, monthly reports. How many of you do that here? I pity my employees from today. How many of you do weekly or monthly reports here? How many of you do weekly or monthly reports here? Let me know in the chat. I like engaging sessions, so please respond. I did that. You did, so you don't do it again. Monthly or weekly? Indicate by either saying monthly or weekly. Wow, nobody's responding. People don't do that. Wow. I go start this one. No reports, I beg. Wow. Okay, somebody says monthly. I have tried doing it, but they will not do it. They will not do it. Why? Why would they not do it? You got tired. No, that is the problem. If they will not do it, that means they're not following instructions, and that is even where a problem is. That is where the problem starts. If you tell your employees to do, we had meetings every Friday. I get daily report from my meeting. I get weekly reports. I have an employee that has grown over 200K while his salary is 100K. Now he's not happy. Oh my God, this is so funny. It's funny and also unfortunate. Like, to be very honest, I haven't done any reports since I started. Oh, amazing. Okay, let's start from there. You have to be doing regular checking and follow-up, else your employee will do anything that they like. And if you tell them, it's not about saying, oh, do reports and then you leave them. No. One thing that I'm going to encourage you to do here, if you have more than one employee, have somebody that will be managing them. Have one person that will be like you are the one overseeing everybody. That way you will take that work away from you. You are the one overseeing. So this person can be like the semi-manager, right? You can be the semi-manager, and this semi-manager will do like the report. So you guys, that person will bring the report. Have a specific date where they submit the report. Let's say you are doing weekly reports every Friday at so time. Submit report for that week. What do you want to be in the report? Oh, sales reports. How many sales did we make? Was there any complaints? Employee behavior. You can decide what you want to be in the report. Let them send you, if it's Friday, if it's end of month, or on the 25th of every month, you must send me monthly reports. Put one person in charge. That one person will be the person holding everybody accountable while you are holding that one person accountable. Then have penalties. Create code of conduct. I have code of conduct in my business. Yes, as a business owner, I have code of conduct in my business where if you default any company rule, we start, depending on the rule that you default, we can deduct 1,000 naira, 5,000 naira, right? I think the highest is like 10,000 naira. You have those rules and stick to the rule. If they default, let them know that if you default this kind of rule, so you create a document, open a document, go and print it out and put it in the place where if you have an office where only your employees staff only, let them see it. Print your code of conduct. This is how you must operate. This is how you must dress. If you report how you must dress, this is how much you will pay. If you come late without any reasonable excuse, or you just go away from work, we don't see you. You are supposed to submit monthly or weekly reports at this time, right? And they don't submit it. This is your consequence. Let them know. Let them know the consequence. That way they are going to stick to it. One of my mistakes is having to start that instead of starting with regular money. I can imagine that. I need money to penalize anyone that you want. Yes, you can either look at the most efficient staff that you have right now and make them, you might not give them the managerial role like just yet. You can just give them the responsibility to manage everything that's going on, making sure that the rules that you have set are being followed. So create your code of conduct and disciplinary policies. Create it, write it in a document, print it, and let every employee read it. If possible, say let them sign it and bring back a copy to you so that they agree to it. That's how you start holding people accountable. Else, you will just be running your business. You just be running your business there, here and there, and you are losing a lot of money, right? So let's go to the next thing. Okay, I've talked about code of conduct and disciplinary actions. Maybe once in every 2 months or once in every 3 months, you can do employee review. Yes, employee review. Tell them to review themselves and let them send you a feedback. That one person that you've assigned as the supervisor or whatever, that person can review everybody. What do you think of this person? Give them like what they should review on. Then you can review that one person, right? These are things you need to treat your business as a baby. If you don't take your business seriously, your employees will not take it seriously. If you take it as a joke, they will take it as a joke. So it is how you see your business, how you treat your business. That's what your employee will look at and they will treat it the same. It's going to be a lot of work in the beginning, especially because maybe you've not been doing it before. Once you begin to do it, it all begins to make sense and becomes easier. So let's move on. Another way you can handle customer dissatisfaction is to ask customer feedback, right? Ask customer for their feedback. Maybe when you send them emails or when you send them SMS with their customer data, you can ask them for feedback. Oh, do you like our product? Please drop a review in our Google My Business page. Drop a review on this Google Doc form. Why? Because you want to know what they're saying. Some customers might not be able to contact you, but with that review form. And when your employees know that there's a review form, they will start behaving themselves. So you need to start through. Don't say, oh, it's a lot of work. Except you don't see your businesses that grow into conglomerates that keep running for years, that become generational businesses. They are built with intentionality. You cannot just build your business on vibes, as the spirit leads. You cannot build your business on that. Let's move on to the next thing. How do you collect customer data? Some of you might be asking, how can I collect customer data? Because there are some scenarios or some situations where it may be very difficult. I've just listed some ways here. You can, if you are doing manufacturing or constructing or anything, you can, if you tell them that, there's quotation, for us to send you a quotation request, please can you give us your number and your email address? We'll send you quotation request. You've got your number and email address like that. If you're into like the person that runs a law firm, you can offer free consultation. Oh, but fill this form, give us your email address and phone number, and we're able to schedule a free consultation with you. Website download. Oh, go and download this free thing on our website. What we did right to get people on this call today was website, right? We offered you this webinar and we got your email address and your phone numbers and we're giving you this value. That's also another way to get your customer data. Reservation system. If you run a restaurant, you can make people reserve seats and spots in your restaurant, right? Or you can even make them order before they can order before they get there, they prepare the order. So while they are ordering, you ask for their phone number and their email address. You are gathering their data, right? You collect customer feedback. Oh, we need to hear from you. There's a link I've been dropping inside this chat, right? Where I'm saying, oh, fill this form, we want to know how we can help you out. That's also another way to get customer data. Point of sale, at the point of checkout, right? If you have a supermarket, at the point of checkout where somebody is paying for their goods, you can let them know that, oh, give us your number. If you give us your number, we are going to record you in our system. So the more you buy, eventually you can win a voucher at the end of the month or at the end of the year. Those are ways you can get, or you can offer free trials. Oh, try it for free. Give us your number or your email address for free. If you run a school, when parents are filling out enrollment form, collect their phone numbers, collect their email addresses. Let them know that, oh, with this number we're collecting, you'll be able to, get updates from the schools, get your students' report card, your children's report card, and all of these are just like different ways that you can use to gather customer data. Now, when you gather this data, where do you put them? Ideally, you put them either in an Excel sheet or a Google sheet or in a notebook, right? That is not efficient anymore. That's where Prokip comes in, right? With Prokip, when you have all of this data, you input them into the system, and with Prokip, you can send them SMS, you can send them email. Now you don't need to go and be worried, how will I send the SMS? Just upload them on Prokip, right? And you can send SMS automatically, send them emails so long their numbers are there, and you can contact your customers very smoothly. So you can pick either of the ones, you can try one, you can pick one and start with it, right? If that one start working for your business, you can now introduce another option that you can use to collect customer data. Now, that's a very important thing that you need to focus on as a business, right? Um, I asked as I'm starting big. One of the mistakes I was having to start big instead of starting small and growing gradually. Maybe if you can give context on that, I may be able to provide maybe a response to that. Now let's move on to are we following? Are we following? Are we getting it? Do we get everything that I've said so far before we move on to the next thing? Is this making sense? Is this making sense? So from this session now, what is the next step you are going to do after you leave this place? What is the next step you are going to do after you leave this place? What is the next step you are going to do after you leave this place? Just let me know what you think is the next step you will do. The next step you're going to take after you leave this call today from everything we've been saying so far. I'm waiting for your feedback. Cover my lapses one after the other. Great, great. I think one thing I will encourage you to do now, as on this call, as you are noticing the lapses, start writing them down. Start writing them down. Don't wait until you leave the call. Don't wait until you leave this call. Start writing down all the lapses that you're noticing right now on this call. Right? By the time you now leave, you'll now be able to know what to start fixing. Great. Great, great. So now let's talk about customers. How do you attract and retain more customers in your business? This is going to be like really fast. So acquiring new customer is 5 times expensive than retaining existing customers. Research has shown this, right? 96% of customers say customer service is a key factor. 96% of consumers consider customer service a key factor in their choice of brand loyalty. So let's look at how you can attract new customers and also retain the ones that you already have. One of them is to invest in lead generation and marketing, right? You need to invest in generating leads. Like the process that we've used to bring you into this webinar today is lead generation process, right? We've invested in marketing, ran ads, and brought you here. So there is online marketing like adverts, like the one you saw to get in here. There is email marketing. Some of you have been receiving emails. Some of you have been in a WhatsApp group sending you WhatsApp updates to make sure that you show up here, right? There's also offline marketing, depending, right, that you can also leverage to get new customers into your business. Another thing that you can do is demos and trials, giving people trials to try your product or your services. You can now use that to attract new customers. You can even use your WhatsApp status. Like, oh, I'm giving 5 people or 10 people free trial of this thing for their business. Come and try it for 5 days or for 3 days. If it works for you, then you can now upgrade or something like that, right? Special offers. There's also points-based reward system. So if you run a supermarket, for example, you can offer vouchers like, oh, if you buy something, if you are buying from us for the first time, right, you get like a free voucher of 10,000 naira. More people will come. A voucher of 100 CDs, and people will come for that, right? You can also try your SMS and email campaigns. So many businesses do not follow up on their customers. They keep looking for new customers every day. They're looking for new customers. The 100, 200, 50, 10, 20 people that have bought from you before, what are you doing with them? You need to be able to send special offers to them. Send them, oh, Happy New Year, Happy New Month, so that they will stay top of mind. Top of mind, how they say, out of sight is out of mind. That's how they say it, right? When you are not in their mind, they don't. When you're not in their faces, they don't remember you at all. So when you send monthly email, SMS, Happy New Month, or you send monthly emails, and Prokip makes this like really easy. Cross-selling and upselling. Some of your employees don't know how to make money for your business. Somebody will come and say, oh, I want to buy paint. and then they just buy paint, they pay, and they go. But there's another employee that will say, somebody will come and say, I want to buy paint. Oh, welcome, sir. You want to buy paint? Ah, what do you need the paint for? Oh, we're using the paint for this. Oh, sir, do you know that if you buy this paint instead, it will work better for this thing that you want to buy? And you know, if you combine this brush with this paint, it will make better. That's cross-selling and upselling. Even Amazon uses that system to sell their products online. So you can do the same thing offline. But you have to train your employees to have that sense to be able to do that. Even if you offer services, you can cross-sell and upsell. Somebody buys this product or buys this service. What else can you sell to them? In the conversation, you make it flow. You don't have to force it. Right? Those are skills that you need to train your employee on. Next thing is standard operating procedures. You need to create documentations of how things should work in your business. If you run a restaurant, how should your recipe, what is your standard way of cooking? Not that today I will come, I'll taste your food, it's tasting nice. Tomorrow I'll come because you are not there. I'll taste the food, I want to throw up. You should have a recipe system. And with Prokip, you can upload all your recipes and your employees can see them. And the beautiful thing is that you can give certain restricted access to your employees as well with Prokip. So create standard operating procedure, your recipes, how do you handle customers that are not happy, right? How do you every month make sure that you send one email every month? Who is sending it? Make sure that you send one SMS every month. Those are standard operating procedures that you should create. Document all of them, write them, print them out. Print them out. Yes, somebody say introduce employee review and monthly reports. Great. Print them out and make them know. Say first, I'm making rules to my employees. I'll start weekly check. My cousin Emeka will stop working with me. Oh my god, the comment section is so funny. Can Prokip work on phone or only laptop? Prokip can work on any device. It can work on laptop, it can work on phone, it can work on desktop, it can work on tablets. Employee, the SOP, the standard operating procedure that I talked about, is going to be a lot of work, but I want you to sit down and create standard operating procedure. Another key thing that I didn't mention is create responsibilities for your employees. So I met this man who runs a dog school. So he trained dogs for big men, right? So he's like a dog school where your dog comes to school, pay like 120K, 120,000, and he trains your dog and all of those things. So he was complaining that his employees don't like to do certain things. They will come to work, they will sit down and they will be waiting. They will not clean the place, they will not sweep. Then I asked him one question. What is it? He said he has 5 employees, and I asked him what is the responsibility of each of them. He said, oh, he just employed them and told them that they will be managing the dogs. I'm like, they don't have responsibility. The responsibility is not clearly spelled out. So everybody is sitting down saying, okay, this dog I want to manage. So if you are here and you do not have a clear responsibility for your employees, sit down, write down all your employees that you have. You have 15, you have 25. What is their role? If this person is working in front desk, okay, front desk, what will front desk be doing? Let them know their responsibilities. That way, they don't slack and say, okay, my own is just to be telling, leave it here. Then also make sure that you educate. That thing you cannot do away with educating your employees because mindset has a lot to do. Talk to them, talk to their mindset. Let them know the vision of your company. What are you trying to build? What are you pursuing? You are the one who have this passion, this vision, this hunger in your business. Let your employees know this vision so that they can be able to run with you. Right? My employees don't have respect for my customers. And I do complain about them. Even since then, my business is getting low and no customer. Send them home. They're so important. Absolutely. In January, I sacked all of my employees. Why? Because every time they will be saying, they will be missing deadlines. There's always one excuse or the other. Every time there's one excuse or the other. So I sacked all my employees in January and I employed new ones. I paused my business like middle of January when I sacked them to the end of January. I paused everything and I now employ new people in February. Since then, after I brought them in, I created the policies, I created the SOP, I created the job description for everybody. Then I assigned somebody to be in my online business manager. That person is now managing all of them. I created a report system where you have to be reporting to me. Yes, it took like almost 6 months from February, March, April, May, June, July for us to settle in and get everything in place, right? But we were heading somewhere and it was better than the previous people. If you miss deadline, you receive an email from the online business manager. you've missed this deadline. This is your first warning. I even sacked somebody last month because they missed their deadline, and according to the disciplinary policy, if you miss it with 3 warnings, you will receive a sack letter, termination. So that's why I said don't be treating your staffs like, yes, be nice to them, but don't treat, they're not your family, they're not your siblings. Where, oh, if you do your mother wrong, your mother will shout and shout at you. If you move on, you enter inside the house. They are not your siblings. SOP is standard operating procedure. How are things done? For a restaurant, for example, if you want to cook rice, what are the things that must be? What are the steps that they must take to cook this rice? If you have a manufacturing store, for example, when goods come into your store, what are the steps they need to take to arrange the goods, from arranging it to taking the count of the goods, right? So, for example, if goods come, count all the goods first, you write down the numbers, then arrange them based on the items that we have, write down the numbers, and send the list to this person, like step by step process that different things needs to be done in your business. That's what standard procedure is. So somebody asked if you can generate receipts and invoices with Prokip. Absolutely. That's even like the first thing you can do. You can generate receipts, you can generate inventory, right? With Prokip. Now we're going to move, we'll come back to question and answers. Are we clear? Are we good? We're going to move to a demo session where in the next maybe 10, 15 minutes, Mr. S.A. Paul is going to come in. He's an IT consultant. We're going to show you like a real life demonstration of how Prokip works so that you can look at it and see how you can apply it to your own business. Are we ready for that? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Let me know in the chats. Are we good? Are we good? Are we ready for that? Let me know in the chat so that we can proceed and I can bring Mr. Paul on. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? How you feel? It looks like there's been like a brain reset. Let's have Mr. Paul. Yes, we are good. Does it work with Android? Any type of phone, it works. Any type of device that you have. It also works offline, like Mrs. Faith already said. If there's no network in that moment, you can still be doing things offline. When network comes back, everything populates. I also be seeing what's happening. Okay, so let me bring on Mr. Paul. Mr. Paul, over to you. So Mr. Paul is going to do a demo of the software so you can see how it works in real time. And then we'll now come back to answer your questions. So if you have questions, keep them and get ready for them getting answered.
Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Great people, great people, great people, great people. Good evening. I've seen very excited people. I'm seeing very productive session. I've seen your questions. Yes. So let me just quickly answer some of the questions. Is Prokip, does Prokip allow barcode? Yes, very well. Does it print receipt? Yes, very well. Does it can it work for restaurant? Yes. Bakery? Yes. Now, Faith has done a lot of amazing, has introduced you guys, told you some of the things business owners face. Yes, my wife faces the same thing until I introduce Prokip, because I'm a Prokip. So if I'm solving people's problem, I should be able to solve my own problem, and it's working for her 100%. And Eleho as well as coming to tell us how we can mitigate some of this problem with Prokip 100%. Yes, and I'm here today to practically show us how Prokip will help to mitigate some of this problem and how it can help your business very well. My name is S.A. Paul Omarwaye. I'm a business consultant, ERP, and IT expert. It's a single honor to be the one to show us how Prokip works. So I want you to get your beds, take your bed, sit down, relax, and enjoy the ride. So right about now, I'm going to share my screen and introduce us to the amazing software. Now, before I share my screen, I'd like to let us know that Prokip is a business management software that allows you to track your sales in terms of your day-to-day sales, your inventory, your customers, your employees, and reports. Now, Prokip does not restrict you to a particular OS or a particular devices. Prokip is one of the best software that allows you to access it with any of your devices. So you can access it using your phone, your iPhone, your Android phone, your laptop, or your iPad. It's not OS restricted. So if you are not using Android phone, it does not mean you cannot access Prokip. You can access Prokip anywhere you are, any place you are. So one thing you must understand is Prokip is a cloud-based system, and also we have the hybrid, we have the offline version of it. So while your employees are in their places, in your business place, using Prokip to carry out all these transactions, selling for customers, generating receipt, you at the other end can comfortably use your phone and be tracking the sales. Far better than any CCTV you have, because this is the real deal. This is the real deal. So I'm going to go ahead right now, share my screen, and log on to my page and show us how amazing Prokip is. Prokip is such a smart software that all you needed to access Prokip is your browser. That's your favorite browser. Your browser could be Opera, your browser could be Chrome, your browser could be Edge. That favorite browser that you can use to access Prokip. All you needed is an account created for you and a username and password to access Prokip. So I'm going to go ahead now and open my browser, which is here. And all I needed to do is to enter the link app.prokip.co. You can try it. If you have your spare phone right now, just go to your phone, your Android phone, and type app.prokip.co. Now you'll see this page pop up. I'm not going to share my password with you, but I know by the end of the day, you'll be able to, you're going to register and you're going to start exploring and giving that your business the best thing it needs right now is Prokip. So I'm going to log into my account. Username and password. Same thing I'm doing here applies to the laptop. Same thing I'm doing here applies to the laptop. So you don't need to worry at all. So I was logged on before. I was logged on to another account and I didn't log out. So that is why you can see Prokip is so robust that it's flagged if you are accessing another account. So right now I was logged on to another account. I needed to log out properly before I log on into my own account. So great. Here we are. Now, as a business owner, the first thing you want to do is to have a system that is so simplified that you can use to track your businesses wherever you are. Now, with Prokip, that is what you get. You have a simplified template, you have a simplified system, you have a simplified reporting system, simplified dashboard to make your businesses easy. Now, so many business owners cannot travel. They can't move because once they leave their business location, they fear that a lot will happen. But let me tell you, with Prokip, that is no more. You can travel to anywhere, knowing fully well that what you have in your stock is intact and you can access even if anything is happening. So first of all, there've been some list of items they've highlighted. I'm going to show us why I demonstrate. I'm going to show us how Prokip can help you detect some of the issues, business problem BOs are having. So some of them, what I have here, I'm going to show us. I'm going to walk us through the features of Prokip. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to use Prokip to solve each of the problem that they've highlighted. So first, welcome to Prokip dashboard. What you see here is the robust dashboard. You are able to check your daily sales. You are able to check your invoice due. Invoice due are what customers are owing you. You are able to check your total payment. And you're able to check your net profit just by logging on to your dashboard. Isn't that amazing? Not just ended there. you're able to check your expenses for that day. You're able to check your purchases, which is your inflow, what you bought, and add to stock. You're able to check the monetary value here on the dashboard. And when you scroll down, you're able to see the debtors list. The debtors list, the people that are owing you on your business. Isn't that amazing? I need someone, three persons to reassure me that we are doing something great here. Isn't that amazing? Now, most people are so overwhelmed with their business that they don't even know how many people that are owing them. They don't know who and who because they don't have accurate record of who are owing them. But with Prokip, the moment you sell on credit to a customer, or the moment you sell partial payment or a customer, the system will not even allow you to sell on credit, not until you enter a customer name. I'm going to display all of that for us today so that you see how effective it works. But this is a dashboard. And the next thing is that most business don't know when their item is about to finish in stock. And that's what you're seeing here, product stock alert. With Prokip, just by entering the dashboard, you're able to see the list of your items that are out of stock. For some business that allow negative stock, you're going to see how much of the negative balances that you've had. That's because, you know, you set what we call allow overselling. These are for some people that, you know, they highly sell, but they don't have time to restock. But then at a point, they'll be able to know, you know, the negative level, where they've sold, where the stock has gotten to, and they forgot to replenish the stock. So all of these are here to remind you of how effective, of how the level of which your business are in terms of your daily sales, in terms of your debtors list, in terms of your stock balances, and every other report. Now, let me show you an amazing thing. Today is Sunday, so no activities here. That is why you're seeing on this today's sales right here, there's no figure. But let me show you something. Once I go to this filter here, let's see this year. Let me just try. Let me do the last 7 days. Can you see? Now there's a figure. Now the system can tell you what you've done the last 7 days. Now it's a weekly thing. Maybe the end of last 7 days was yesterday. Let's try this month. You can see. Let's try this year. Now it has a robust filter right at the dashboard. You don't need to go to anywhere. Right at the dashboard, you are able to see how your business are performing. You're able to see the total sales, the total invoice due, what customers are owing you, the total payment that actually came in, and your net profit from that sales, and your total expenses and your total purchases that have come in. What is more amazing than this? What is more amazing than this? It's such a simplified system that makes business decisions sweeter. Now you can be anywhere and track your business and get to know every details even without being there. Now, let's go in more details. If you check at the left right hand here, we have what we call the POS sales. Now the POS sales, as the name implies, POS stands for point of sale. Point of sale is where we action all the sales, where you enter your sales, you enter the customer details, and then you create receipt and generate receipt for customer. Everything that happens on the POS comes here to the point of sale. So at the end of the day, the point of sale is where you can go and track sales by invoice and customer's number. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to know the total customer they sold to on that day, the person that made the sales on that day. You can filter your sales by who was on duty, the cashier. Yeah, you can filter your sales by the customers they sold to. In case of dispute, the system records everything. We have the invoices, we have the purchases, we have the product and services, we have the stock manager, we have the production, we have the quotation, we have the expenses, we have the payment account, we have the reports, sales report, stock report, purchase report, profit and loss, Everything that will make your business grow is right here. We have the contacts. Contacts are your customers and also your suppliers. Very important too. We have the campaign. The campaign is a inbuilt system with Prokip that allows you to send SMS to customers, not just SMS, but email as well. But one thing is that you must have your contact saved in the system. You must have your contact, your customers saved. This way you can send them birthday wishes, you can send them new product alerts, you can send them new price alerts. We have the HROM, which handles customers, which handles employees, leave, attendance, and payroll. Now, we have an overview, introduction to what Prokip. Now, let's do some of the actions. Let me now answer one of the key questions, how Prokip can solve issues like employee theft. How Prokip can solve issues like employee theft. I was telling us about products and services. I was about displaying, showing us how we can add product to the software, how we can mitigate employee theft, how we can detect employee theft. First thing where I came now is product and services, where you add product to Prokip. All you needed to do is to come to the product and add a product. Now, this is a demo section. I want us to add a product together and keep tab of the figure. This is one of the only demo we're going to make, and the other thing we're going to be reporting how we can mitigate some item. So pay very good attention to this part. So I'm about to add a product. We are still on product and services. So I want us to just pay a very close attention here. A product has been added. I just want us to pay very close attention to something here. A product has been added. So let's pay attention to something here. Now, let's look at this product here. Now, look at this product. This product is crepe. Please, can we see what we have in stock? Can somebody see what we have in stock? We have 956 in stock. So as a business owner that is using Prokip, you add your software, you have your item, your quantity of your item, and you take them. This is 956, right? Now, let's go to the point of sale. We have 956. Now, let's go to the point of sale. Point of sale is where you sell out from. Get your book and just write it, 956. Now, we are at the point of sale. We want to sell. Let's assume you're not there. You're not there at all. Now, your employee are the one using the point of sale. They now sold. Don't forget, we have 956 in stock. We want to sell crepe. Now, crepe is 2,000 naira per yard. 2,000 naira per yard. As you can see here. If I'm selling, I want to sell 10 yards. 10 yards will be 20,000 naira. If 10 yards is out of 956, we will be left with 946, right? We'll be left with 946. So good. So now we're going to sell this. I'm going to click on cash. What it means is that this person, this item is sold with cash. But first, before we do that, a customer walk in. You can see this column. I'm going to capture the customer name. The customer name is Mr. Bright. And his phone number. And I save this. Now, Mr. Bright is buying crepe 10 yards at each yard price of 2,000. It's buying 10, which is 20,000. Now I'm going to click on the cash. Once I click on this, the sales will be generated automatically. Now check out. The system will generate receipts that will be printed to this customer. Now this receipt is printed to the customer and also saved on the system. Now this transaction has occurred, but if we go to our dashboard as a business owner from your end, you're able to see this transaction. From your end, can you see it now? Are you seeing it Now, this is your dashboard. Why this is the cashier's dashboard? They just sold crepe. Now, from your end, you see 20,000 naira has been sold. Now, the curiosity is that what was sold? Who sold this? Now, you want to know what was sold. How do you know that? Now, first of all, let's go to the POS sales. The POS sales have a record of who it was sold to. And of course, who sold it. If we come to the POS sales here, which lists all the sales any given day, you see it here. Can we look very well? If you look at my screen very well, you see the dates there and you see the name, Mr. Bright. And if you check the total amount, you see that it is 20,000. Once we click on any part here, once we click on it here, the system will give us, it give us the details of the sales. You can see the crepe, you can see the total quantity sold, the unit price, and the total. And if you come down here, you see that the payment method was cash. And the customer name is Mr. Bright. If we scroll down, you also see that, can you see action? SMS notification sent. Because I have set it that every sales customer should send notification as long as that person detail is saved. The system should send SMS to that person, notifying him of the new sales. And we successfully add a product, and the product is crepe. And I told us to write down the quantity, and the quantity we have was 956, and we sold an item crepe 10 pieces, 10 yards. And if you remove 10 yards from 956, it's going to remain 946. So now, if your employee wants to play game, if they are playing games, this is one of the things you need to track them. If they are playing games, this is one of the things you use to track them. So now they sold. You go to your dashboard. I was showing us our dashboard. The dashboard showed that it sold 20,000 naira. Good. So you're expecting 20,000 naira. And now you want to know, how do you know what was sold? How do you know what was sold? Now you go to your invoice POS to first see the sales for that day. Now, if I go to my filter here at the POS sales, there's a date range. I'll just click on today. Once I click on today, the system understands and to bring only today's sales. So first, as a business owner, you already know, yeah, this is today's sales. This is what I'm expecting. And at the end of the day, you can go ahead and click on anywhere around that transaction, and the system will bring up more information concerning that stuff. You see here, products and services, crepe was sold, 10 yards, unit price of 2,000, total units sold was 10, which makes it a total of 20,000. The payment, how was the payment made? The customer pays cash. Now you know it was paid as cash. Who actioned it? Mr. S. Paul. So that is the person that was on duty. Now you get all this information. Now, next thing you want to do is to go and check crepe, the crepe that was sold. How many is now left in stock? How do we do that? We go to reports. We go to report. Are you seeing this feature here? It's an amazing feature. Once we go to report and we click on sales, you see what this system will do for us right now. It will take us to our sales report, and it will be able to tell us what was sold and what is remaining for that item. Now, this is a very good feature to mitigate theft. Now, if your sales guy and anybody, you are now bringing an amount less than what you saw there on your dashboard, on your total sales, that is what one red line that you need to draw. Let's say they are bringing 18,000 for you, or they are bringing 15,000 for you, not knowing that you already saw the sales. That is one way you can use to track employee theft. Okay, great. Now, another thing, this is the product sales. You can see there are different sales here. Now, I will just focus on the day that sales were made. I will go to my filter again, and I will go to today. Now, I want the system to, I don't want it to bore me with other sales. I want it to just give me today's sales. Can you see today's sales? Can we see it? I want us to see it, and I want us to respond. Can you see the item name is crepe? The current stock is 946. Remember, it was 956. Total units sold. Can you see 10 units was sold and the total amount sold? What can be, this is what you need. With this, even with your CC camera, can give you this, because they can, but with this, they cannot steal from you. They cannot steal from you. They cannot, you can easily catch them whenever they steal from you. Now, I just need some amazing response. I just need some positive response from us. If this actually did answer your question as regard employee theft. Now, another thing I want to proceed to is now inventory discrepancies. Very, very important. These are ways employee can steal from you. Underselling or selling and hiding your product. Another thing is your inventory. They might say you are not there. The thing is very large. They think you cannot count, or they think you don't know, but they don't know that you already automate your system and you know what you have in stock. So just like my colleague spoke about, you have to have a routine way of, let's say, monthly or weekly to count your stock. You already have the stock in the system, but now we not have to compare your physical stock versus the system stock. Let's use the case study of the crepe, for example. Now they sold 10 crepe. They sold 10 crepe on this day. Now the next day of resumption, it falls on the day you are taking stock. All you need to do as a business owner, don't stress yourself. Just pick your phone. All your items are already on your phone. Your stock, they are on your phone. They have the current stock, what was sold, and the current quantity right there for you to see. Now, all you needed to do is to now count the physical stock to compare with the system stock. Now, when they are not counting physical stock, at the end of the day, they counted, and crepe is now saying 936 instead of 946. You don't need to, don't stress yourself. Just, there's what we call higher fire. Higher fire. Put some people or deduct from the source. You understand? You can either deduct from the source or do higher fire. You understand? Fire higher. Because this is one way. It's glaring. The system is there. What they sold and what is remaining. If physical stock is saying 946 and system stock is telling you 946, physical stock is telling you 936, it simply means they sold 10 and they didn't action it using the system. It simply means they sold 10 and they didn't action it using the system. That is one way of solving inventory discrepancies. Now, another way is sales manipulation. Sales manipulation. Like I rightly told you, we see using the crepe as a case study. Now, they sold crepe, right? At the end of the day, they might want to be smart. They sold the crepe, not knowing that you can track the system from your end. They actually generate the receipt and give the customer 20 receipt 20,000, not knowing that the system has already recorded 20,000. Now, at the end of the day, they are now bringing 18,000. I probably want to tell you one or two excuses that they sold it 18, but then the system, since the system cannot allow them to change the price, because Prokip can be set in a way that they cannot alter the price. But even if they want to give discount, which Prokip can allow, discounts must be authorized by the business owner. So where this is not done, if they go ahead and decide to bring 18,000 naira and the system record 20,000 naira, you can see they are trying to manipulate the sales. They're trying to manipulate the sales here. And with Prokip, you can easily detect all of this. You can easily detect all of this. You can easily detect all of this. Now, another thing I want us to see here is show Prokip, to show you how Prokip, how you can track who makes a particular sale to a particular customer. In case of complaint, let's say you sold to a customer and the customer is now came back and was very angry and said, this your boy cheats me, or this one do that, or this one do that. How do you track that? Prokip made it easy. You don't need to worry. Just tell the customer, do you have your receipt? The customer will say yes or no. And one way to mitigate problem is always issue out receipt, because either in online receipt, which Prokip allow, you can send receipt via online, digital receipt, either by a PDF or URL or printout. Now, when the customer is complaining, just ask them, please, man, do you have your receipt? The receipt has all the details of the sales and the day. All you need to do is to go to your POS sales. Like the case of crepe, we go to the POS sales. Once we are there, because you've mandated that every customer name should be captured into the system, is another way to easily resolve issues. You can just go to the system, the name of the receipt, you can either put it on this search box, or you can use the filter. With the filter, you can just go here and type the customer name. If I type Bright's name, for example, here, Mr. Bright, you can see it here. Once I click Mr. Bright, the system will bring every sales that has to do with Mr. Bright. You can see it's Bright. Now, I would compare the invoice number. Once I see what I have, all I needed to do is to just click on these sales, and the system will reveal everything about that sales and who attended to that person. So these are other way of knowing who communicated with a customer, who serves a customer, and what the customer bought. And this can help you a lot on how to mitigate any problem arising from that customer. Now, how do you monitor your business? I know by now, most of us have the idea. Prokip is a cloud-based system. Now, all you needed to do is to have, internet while you are putting it up, because that is the transmitter. That is what transmits all the data to you, whatever you are. That's all you need. Once you set up Prokip, either on your phone or on your desktop, get a thermal printer, a mini thermal printer that you can print out, that you can attach to your phone, or get a system thermal printer. That's if you're using a laptop. All you needed to do is to have a Wi-Fi somewhere. That Wi-Fi is just to put your system online and transmit to you real time of how the system works. So with this, you can track your system anywhere you are with your phone. You can track your system anywhere you are with your phone. You can track your system anywhere you are with your phone. Still on our business, I've shown us the point of sale. I've shown us how we can use Prokip to track employee theft. I've shown us how we can use Prokip to solve our stock issues. Now, I've just talked about how we can remotely use Prokip on our system. All you need to do is you are the admin as a business owner. You are the admin. Once you install Prokip on the storefront, you have a system or a phone for them. The next thing is to have the admin on your system, which you can track whatever they are doing. However they do it, it reports, as long as they action the system on the action that says on whatever on the phone you give them, you definitely get that report. And the only thing that can push that report is the internet. But don't forget, we have the offline, we have the hybrid, which is also connected to the internet. Now, what it means is that when there is no internet, it does not disturb sales. But once the internet is there, it pushes the sales online. So as they are selling, even with you are getting the real thing as long as the internet is on. So it's so seamless, it's so easy. With Prokip, your business is protected. Take us and show the system work. Thing is to make sales. Another thing is to get all the proper report that will make you make all the right decision on your business. Now, we have the sales report, we have the stock. Now, the stock report is such an amazing tool that at a glance, it can tell you your stock value. It can tell you your stock value. As you can see here, this is the stock value by purchase price. This is the stock value by sales price. And this is the potential profit we look to make from the business. Now, here you know the value of your business at a glance. But trust me, your employee does not have access to this. So Prokip is a highly restricted, highly customizable software that allow you to restrict certain rights to who that have access to it. As an admin, you have access to every part of the software. But as an employee, they have some restricted rights. You can restrict your employee to just sales. They are not concerned with anything. So these are good way to know how your business is doing, and so that you can make the proper decisions. Right here in the stock, you can see all your stock. You can see the current stock value. You can see the quantity you have in stock. Another thing on that report is the purchase report. Purchase report is what you buy and add to stock. What you buy and add to stock. It's an amazing feature that allows you to replenish what you have in stock. Now, let's do one more demo before I go. Remember, our stock is saying 946 for crepe. I hope we are taking record. Remember, our crepe is 946, if you remember. Now, let's add 20 to it. Let's see if it will increase. Let's add 20. So now to add 20, let's say we bought 20 yards of crepe and we want to add it to stock. We come to what we call the purchases. We click on add. Now, one thing purchases does is to keep track of all the necessary things that has to do with purchases. Things like who did we buy it from? How many quantity do we buy? If we have received it or not. Things like that are shown here. So first thing the system is going to ask you. First thing the system is going to ask you is to add suppliers details. Now let's say our supplier detail is Mr. Chooks and Sons. We have to have our supplier's phone number, and we're going to save this. Every supplier is saved once. Once you save the supplier, it is saved. Now, the next thing we're going to do, the date we made the purchase by default is here. The next thing is the received, pending, or ordered status. Have we received the goods? Is it still pending? Is it ordered? As a matter of fact, the purchase for big companies like production companies, this purchase module alone can be handled by several persons, but though it can also be handled by one person. Now, some company can say all our purchases must be received before we enter them. So, and which is the best? So here I'm going to select receive. And because you have multiple locations, Prokip can handle multiple locations. Let's say you have 2 warehouses and you have 3 shops. You can decide where this item is going to. Now I'm going to select Esvic Fabrics because that is where we handle our fabric business. So that is where it is going to. Now the next thing we want to do here is to simply type what we are adding. The moment I type crepe, it will automatically drop. So all we need to do, we want to add extra, let's say 20. We add 20 to the crepe. You can see under the purchase quantity, we are adding 20 to it. Now the price per yard is the price per the units per yard we are buying. You can have it here. Currently is 950, but if it has changed, you can change it to the new price you bought. So we bought at 15. 15 multiplied by 20 is giving us 30,000. So we simply scroll to the bottom of the page where we add the payment. Now we tell the system that we paid for this item so that the payment due will clear. The next thing we're going to state how we bought it, how we paid for it. We can say bank transfer. Then we can go ahead and click save. Once we save, the system will automatically add that number of quantity to what we already have in stock. So if we go back to our stock, if we go back to our report, let's go to our report again, sales report. Good. Now let's check again. Let's do our feature and let's go to today. Now you see something very amazing for crepe. Can you see? Now, if you add 20 to what? If you add 20 to 946, you have 966. So you can see the Prokip is automated. Once you sell, it deduct. Once you buy, it add to stock. So you don't have any problem with Prokip. If you know how to utilize the software, you have all the answer you need to mitigate theft on your business, so that when you are making decisions, you are hitting it on the head. So I believe with this few demo, we'll be able to make decision today that Prokip is the right software we need to manage that business of ours. Thank you for having me. We will be taking your questions, and I believe I've been able to answer all your questions as regard those issues business owners are having with their business. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.
Thank you so much, Mr. Poor. Thank you. Really appreciate you. And can Pro keep view our customer information and contacts? Yes. You can send SMS and emails with ProKeep. So you can put your customer information on ProKeep. So we're going to quickly move to the next thing without wasting any time. I know everybody have been asking, how can I get ProKeep? How can I get on board? Some of you have even signed up before we even shared how to get on board. So we have an offer for you to help you get ProKeep and some other incentives that we have prepared for this call specifically. So Faith is going to come back to quickly share the offer, and you guys can go sign up. And yes, we'll prepare the replay for this so you can cut in case you miss anything. So Faith, over to you.
I believe by now everybody wants to get together with Prokip. We've been getting a lot of inquiries, even right in the meeting. Can you guys hear me? Right in the meeting, some people were already signing up. Well, that's a great thing to hear because we are very confident in what we're offering you. Once you come on board Prokip, we are not going to regret. And I was notified that in my first presentation, I was a bit too fast. My apologies for that. I'm going to try my best to speak as slowly as possible. So it's very direct for making it to this very point in the webinar. Of course, we have to appreciate you because you are basically burning data, taking your time to be here, and we appreciate that. So Prokip basically have different packages. I would have gone on to start showing you all that, but we are going to be dropping our brochure right there in the comment section so you can go through it. So these packages are categorized based on the number of locations that you have or the size of your business. Let me put it that way because each particular package has the number of locations you can have on it and the number of users and all that. And you can always add extra. And we are going to make you an offer right now. For being here to this, I'm going to be sharing my screen right now to take you through what we have for you. You see the actual prices of Prokip package, and so this is basically it. We are offering you guys 15%. I know you wonder why I see different countries. Prokip is currently operating in different countries: Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Uganda, and Rwanda, and each country is currently here for this webinar. So we're going to be offering you a 50% discount off our packages and a chance to win 1 million naira. That's for Nigeria. I can see that of other countries. I believe you're wondering why are we trying to give you a chance to win 1 million. Well, that's very simple. You guys are quite lucky because right about now we'll soon be starting our nomination for Business Person of the Year award. It's something that we do every year. We nominate different businesses that use Prokip, and then after some processes, we finally select a winner, which usually gets awarded. We have held that of this year. Very soon we're going to start nomination for that of 2025. So basically, I'm going to share this. So this Business Person of the Year award recognizes different businesses that are doing awesomely well. That's individuals that demonstrate exceptional leadership, innovation, and impact in their businesses. That's what the award is about. And usually we do the nomination ourselves using some set criteria. That's what we do each year. I'm going to be showing you guys the video of the one that we just finished this year. But because you guys are here and stay to this very moment, we're going to be making a special offer. For the first 50 people that are going to be signing into this opportunity, you are going to be automatically nominated. I believe you all know what nomination means. It doesn't mean you are the winner. It means like you now stand a chance to be the winner because it's not all the business owners under us that participate. We have more than 20,000 business owners and all of them cannot participate in it. So why should you participate? You stand a chance to win 1 million naira cash in business funding. It's very easy. It's just for you to just tell us, by the time you're nominated, all you need to do is just basically tell us about your business and things you are doing to make your business better, how you're integrating technology, maybe like business management software like Prokip into your business, right? Or what you intend to do to make your business better. Just tell us your story. From there, we analyze it and then we select the winner. But you first have to be nominated. So If you are among the first 50 persons to sign up between now and the 4th of October, yes, that's the deadline. If we reach 50 persons before now, then we will basically like close that offer. Otherwise, by 4th of October, everything will be closed entirely. So once you are nominated, the first 50 businesses that are going to get started of October will automatically be nominated for the award. And also you'll be getting 50% discount on your first subscription fee. That's the 50% discount you're seeing there. You are not just going to be automatically nominated for this award. Also, you will be getting a 50% discount. So I'm going to be showing us quickly the award winners for this year's one, because we do it every year during our anniversary. Our anniversary is that 31st of March every year. So this is I'm going to be playing this video.
And today, Prokip is live in over 22,000 businesses across Africa, Asia, and the European region. How can you say things are not achievable when businesses are opening every day? 100 downlines plus sign-ups plus Prokip plus pro money earnings, 24 million naira plus 1.8 million naira is, you are already able to earn 25.8 million naira monthly. Sorry, but if you hit this in 90 days, it is a whole lot.
Prokip Partnership Program is a platform we created for tech enthusiasts, business consultants, entrepreneurs, accountants, IT specialists, and aspiring wealth builders to collaborate with Prokip and tap into the lucrative opportunity that lies within the tech industry and fintech.
My best in a week when I was an agent is not up to $1 million, but I've made 800 in a week. That was when I was an agent in Lagos here. Are we together?
Prokip is the only software that is not device restricted. It's not OS restricted. It's a web app, an amazing app.
I think the best decision I've ever made in business is to make use of ProApps, because it's helped us to manage our cash flow over the years. It's so amazing that even sitting down there, I'm getting a lot of each transaction they are making. I have 3 stores.
You see that? You get notifications.
You have the possibility to even take an holiday just because you have a structure.
Truth is, we all experience, as business owners, we all experience theft at one point or the other at the start of your business, and Prokip was one thing that helped me to raise this out, because I had a lot of staffs cashing out over my business simply because I wasn't there 100%. I had a 9 to 5, so while working for someone else, somebody else is doing their own bit on your business. But Prokip, as in, I'm super grateful, and I have no reason I want to change using this software, because it has really done a whole lot for myself and my business. I have also recommended it to a lot of people, and I have people also on board using it. So please, if you're partnering with this, while you're marketing this, please market it with your full chest, because this Prokip will serve your customers right.
We have a physical presence in Kenya, in Rwanda, in Uganda, in Ghana, right? Aside some of our clients using this software in India, aside some of them using it in UK, we have a physical presence in other Africa. What is our goal? Our goal is to transform the technology ecosystem for businesses in Africa.
So guys, that's basically it. So this is an award we hold every year, and usually as the winner you get a lot of incentives, and it's not just the winner that gets prize. Usually you also have compensation prize for we have compensation prize for the nominees. So I encourage you, whatever you do, because eventually you are still going to be getting Prokip, right? It's something you really need for your business, but in order for you to enjoy more from getting started with Prokip, ensure to get started by today, at least maximum between now and the end of 4th of October, so that you be automatically qualified for our next Business Person of the Year award. So guys, by now, check the comment section. You're going to see the link. Click on it, select your country, check the package you want. If you have any questions, ask, and get started with Prokip. We have a standby support team to help you at any point should you have any encounter. I think right about now we are going to kind of start responding to questions. I don't know if anyone has a question because we've been responding to a lot of them right there in the comment section. But if you still have more questions or anyone that hasn't been answered by Mr. Ese, because he did justice to a lot of questions, he answered basically everything. But if you still have anyone, please go ahead and ask and we'll respond to you. But whatever you do, ensure to get on board ProKeep between now and the 4th of October so you can stand a chance to enjoy the discount. The 15% discount will also be expiring alongside the offer to get automatically nominated for our next business person of the year award, which it also comes with, I forgot to mention, we also get to do a commercial video shoot for your business. For the winners and then some of the nominees, we are going to be coming right to your business location with professional videographers. They are going to do a professional video, marketing video for your business for your own use. You can tell us how you want it, or we can engage the professionals to direct it in a way to be professional, and then it's going to be all yours. That's part of the incentives you stand to gain when you are nominated as a business person of the year award nominee. So guys, please go ahead with your questions. Thank you for your time and thank you for staying with us to this very moment.
Hello,
Is
I'm
Mr.
here.
Owen here?
Hello, what's the question?
He
Sorry.
said in case of abrupt challenge in the software, how close is our staff to attend to them? So basically for that, we have ProKeep is localized in the sense that we have representatives all around in all states and also in all areas. So when you have a challenge and that necessarily needs someone to be physically there, you have someone close to you to attend to you. But in some cases also, it's also solved remotely when it is something that can be done remotely. So you have nothing to worry about that. The price for the subscription, okay, it differs for all countries. So from your name, I think you are in Nigeria. So for Nigeria, we have the standard package, premium and ultimate. The first one starts with 60,000 naira, the second one 80,000 naira, and the third one 100,000 naira. But with the discount we are giving to you right now, you are going to get it lesser than that. Just click on the offer link and you are going to see the new prices which you can access now, and it will be expiring by the end of the week. Yes, we have representatives in Enugu State. No, the price is not monthly payments. Our price is yearly. And the yearly subscription fee is lesser than the first payment you make actually. The subscription fee, like if you're getting started with 60,000 naira package, for instance, yearly, you will now be paying 28,000 naira as a subscription fee. Setting up has been a challenge for me. Can I get someone on site to set us up? Yes, definitely. Please, you send us. You can message us on WhatsApp or like just contact us after now. We are going to see to that. We're going to send an agent in your location. Actually, it's asking, would there be training for my managers in handling the software? Definitely. One of the onboarding requirements is that we're going to train you and your staff to get started with ProKeep, and we are going to train them in such a way that we ensure that it also doesn't affect your business security while still ensuring efficiency. We're not going to give them access to some things that is going to enable you protect your business. Can you get a staff from you as a consultant? Yes. If you need, I don't know what you mean by that, but I think you're talking about like having a business consultant. If it's in the capacity of full business consulting, you can discuss that with one of our staff that come to you. Then that's more like going to be a personal discussion between you and the person. But also, if you need some business advice from us, our company, we're always willing to offer that. Yes, because that's part of the things we do. We guide you in the area of like how you can make the most out of how you can make the most out of the software and also grow your business. Can you link us to the person for Ilorin? Yes, that will be done. We have representatives in that area. All these things are things that will be done by tomorrow, not necessarily tonight. We'll do it tomorrow. Anything that involves making contact with anyone. For now, please ask your questions before we close. It's already 10 o'clock and we should be leaving soon, please. Let me get the WhatsApp number so that I can contact you. I want the product. How can I get started? Please, there is a link there in the comment section. Click on it to get started. After you sign up, you will get started with your onboarding. So this is how it works. You sign up, then the next thing is we are going to assign an agent to you who is going to help you on board. The person will come to your business location, train you, train your staffs, and then help you get started with the software. That's what's going to happen after you get started with the software. Is it advisable to get laptop before signing up? It's not really necessary. You can sign up and then subsequently get whatever you need. Remember, Prokip works on both mobile phone, laptop, tablet. It works on different devices. So you can sign up, get started with it on your mobile phone, and then gradually get your laptop for more efficiency and ease. Let me put it that way, because laptop has a bigger screen. Someone said, do I have to pay if I want to increase the business location, and what's the percentage? Yes, you have to pay if you want to increase the business location outside the one allocated to the package you bought. We do it based on price per location. You're going to be sending the brochure and you go through it and see the prices for each extra location that you want to add. Please, what is the difference between today's class and that of yesterday? Oh, okay. I think someone that was in yesterday's class is here today. That of yesterday is basically for partnership. We have a lot of accountants, business solution providers, and also IT personnel that usually reach out to us and want to partner with us so they can sell our software to their clientele base. That's the business people they work with. So the yesterday's class was focused on teaching them how it works, how they can partner with us to sell the software to their business, to the business people in their circle. But today's one is focused on us showing the business owners how they can curtail employee theft and operate their business more efficiently using the software. Do you have a representative in Abeokuta, Ogun State? We should definitely have. We'll get back to you on that by tomorrow. Someone said, do I have to pay if I want to increase? I've answered it. Isaiah, yes, you will have to pay if you want to get extra location. It's not based on percentage. It's a fixed price. You will get we are going to send the brochure. You're going to see the prices for that. I don't want to start sharing my screen right now. It's already getting late. But we are going to send that to the group. It's not so much. It's just a little price. But we are going to send the whole materials where you can access the extra information there in the group. How does the hybrid work on mobile phone? Okay, for the hybrid on mobile phone, well, currently we have, like, for mobile phone you can access it online only right now. Our mobile app is still being tested. It's ready, but it's still being tested. It hasn't been deployed for public use. But we have our offline desktop application. So right now the hybrid works perfectly well on laptop and will be set to start working on phone before the end of the year. We are still testing it. But on laptop, we have no issue. It's highly functional. Do you have a representative in Abuja? Yes, we have a representative in Abuja. Where is your office located in Lagos? We have partners in Lagos and we also have our representatives, but currently our physical office in Nigeria is located in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and also we have another one in Sokoto, Nigeria. Then across other states, we work with our partners. So if you would like to connect with a partner, they also have their offices. We can also make that arrangement for you. Can one pay now and get onboarded later? Definitely, you can pay now. Let us know when you want to get onboarded and we'll contact you right then. That's when it's time to get started with your onboarding process. We have a customer success team that ensures that once you get on board, that's once you make payments, you are onboarded smoothly without any hitches. And if you want to take a break at any point, no problem. Whenever I ready to get started, we'll also connect back to you. Please, how do you value closing talk on reporting day? Well, basically, this not something we'll be doing here right now. We are just answering key questions. Anything about product demonstration and all will be done right by
Wait,
tomorrow when you
thank
get
you.
started.
Wait, let
What
me
you
answer
want to
again.
answer that? All right.
Yes. Thank you for the question. Please, how do you value closing stock on reporting day? Now, Prokip is such a real-time software. If you go to the report, the stock report, what you see there is your current stock. But if I get you correctly, at any point you want to evaluate your stock, that is what you have. So it's a real-time stock. But if you want a day-to-day, probably you want to go back to yesterday stock balance. So what we usually advise, because it's a real-time software, you can always back up your current stock. Let's say today, now at the end of today, all you just need to do is to go to your stock and click on export to Excel. So you have that balance saved. So you can easily fall back to that at any time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ise, for that. I hope that answers your question. But nevertheless, you are going to be getting more of such training from Mr. Ise and also some other tech support professionals we also have in the house. So you have nothing to worry about. For anytime you get stuck, people like Mr. Ise are going, that's in the technical aspect, they're going to be there to guide you through and make sure that you have no technical hitch at all with the software. Okay, guys, let me attach a file. Someone keeps asking about the different prices for extra things. I'm going to attach a file here right now so that you can just like access that. So this is the, I've sent it, guys. It's right there in the comment section. That's the Prokip brochure. You can just check it. You see the different prices and then prices for the extra itineraries, any ads on, extra location, extra user, just everything is there. Check it. And we also have some frequently asked questions that has been answered there as well. Please, does Prokip integrate with other accounting packages like Sage? Prokip on its own is an accounting software. Like, except you want to migrate to Prokip, yes, you can. You can easily export your data from other accounting softwares to Prokip because Prokip also is an accounting software as well. I've sent it. The brochure. You guys haven't seen it. Please check up. I just sent it. The brochure is up. You can also show them the renewal fee. I don't know if they need to see that because some of them even asked a question about that.
Yeah. 100,048. So pricing additional user, 9,000 naira per user. For additional location, 25,000 per location. Additional products, 5,000 per 1,000 products. So this is in naira, but we can always convert it to other currencies as well.
Yes. And these things are yearly. They're like part of your yearly subscription fee. But if you're using the normal standard package, that's the items that come with your package, you just pay the normal yearly subscription package, which is 28,000 naira for the standard package, that's 8,000 naira for the premium package, and 48,000 naira for the ultimate package. That's basically it. And these prices are like one of the cheapest you can get out there. Imagine paying for 8,000 naira yearly for a software that is preventing your employees from stealing millions from your business. It's kicking change. So, and then also even getting a discount to get started. So I'll just advise you don't snooze on it. Take action as soon as possible. Guys, any more questions, please? What is the general backup of information on Prokip? Like, how is that ensured? Okay, that one is not a problem. That's one of the most common questions we get. So Prokip is using a double, like a mirroring like system. So all data that is uploaded is like duplicated automatically into another system. Like you have backup. Let's say, for instance, if anything should happen, but we have never had any case of hacking, and we have a strong cybersecurity team. But in the event of such thing, your data is duplicated and also backed up in another cloud system. We use a mirroring cloud security system to ensure that no data is ever lost. So you have nothing to worry about that. We understand the importance of data. in business, and that's like one of the key things about the business management software. So even if we joke with any other thing, definitely not your business data. So it's quite backed up, and that's the least thing you should worry about. We have a strong cybersecurity team.
I think this has been like an amazing session. Just to wrap up,
Yes. Okay.
so that we do not lose the entire purpose of this conversation. Yes, this conversation is about you using Prokip for your business, but again, you also came here to learn, and I want us to go back everything that we've learned, all the things we've written out that we are going to start implementing in our business. I don't want us to sleep on them. Write them down, make a list so that you start ticking off that list one by one. I like to do things like step by step so I'm not overwhelmed. Because if you live here now, you might have seen like 50 things that you want to fix, and you'll be trying to fix the 50 things at the same time. And by the time you start, you will not get anywhere, right? So I advise and encourage everyone here, make a list of all the things that you need to fix. Put a date to them. Maybe I let me fix this one between now and the next 1 week. Let me fix one between now and the next 3 weeks and the next 1 month. And just give yourself time to walk through them step by step. That way you'll be able to see results. And when you even start implementing Prokip in your business, you'll be able to also see the result. It's not, you cannot do everything all at once, right? And so while I encourage you to go and implement in your business, I also encourage you to go and subscribe to Prokip. After this offer, you will not get the offer at this price anymore. You have to pay the full price. So whether you buy it now or you buy it later, you will still get Prokip because you need it in your business. So many of you already said that in the comment section, how your business is suffering, how much you need Prokip based on the presentation that we have done. So it's either you get it now or you get it later. It's now depending. It now depends on you, right? Do you want to key into the offer that we have given you right on this call, or do you want to buy it later at the main price? To be honest, if you ask us, we want you to buy it later because we will get more money when you buy it later, right? If you ask us, because we'll make more money that way. Why are we giving you?
Exactly.
Yes, now if you buy it later, we are
Yes.
making more money. You're not so if you ask us, right? But the reason why we want to still do this is we want you guys to see that Prokip works and Prokip will work. Prokip will work for your business. So I'm encouraging everyone here. Prepare, sleep over it. The replay will also be ready. You can watch this replay again. By tomorrow, the replay will be ready. You can watch it again, sleep over it, and go and subscribe to Prokip. People have already subscribed from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Uganda. We've been having people who are already subscribing to the Prokip app, and we can't wait to onboard all of you and see the amazing things that you're going to get out for your business. I wish all of you success. I wish your business success. I wish your business growth. Prokip is your business growth partner. So we are here to ensure that you grow. And we may be doing more of this webinar. So if we have another webinar next month, we might invite you as well. You can still come. We do more of it, teach you things that can help you grow your business. And we hope that
Exactly.
we'll build this relationship for the long term. Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
You can
Faith.
drop a comment if you have a closing comment for us, like anything before you go. And thank you, Elo, for your wonderful
Thank you.
presentation as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Godwin. Thank you, Mr. Paul. And thank you
Mr.
to
Paul,
every
yeah.
intentional business here today. Mr. Godwin, do you have any final words for us?
Thank you so much, everyone, for staying to the end. Thank you, our amazing speakers. It was very, very, very comprehensive and, educating. I believe we all got value in one way or the other. That's the goal for this event that we just witnessed. So it's not just about listening. It's not about hearing what we need to do. But I think putting them to action will actually make the difference. So I want to encourage you guys, forget about the discount, forget about whatever it is that is being offered. The core value that you're getting from Prokip is enough to save your business. So if you look at put it this way, the big question would be, imagine spending money building a very big shop, or maybe investing your money in your current investment that you have, because your business is an investment for you, and then you spend millions of naira there, and then you just need to spend maybe 60,000 naira to buy a certain padlock that you have to close your store with, to ensure that thief, outsiders doesn't even come or break into your business. Now, I don't think it would be unfair to say, hey, it's expensive and I will not be able to get it, because you understand the value of all you have in your investment and what they worth. Now, this is similar to Prokip. Consider Prokip as that structure that you need to um, give your business the security that it needs and the growth that you want, because Prokip is not just there to save your business, to structure your business, to automate your operations. It's also there to drive business growth. You'll be able to make informed decisions from what Prokip can, offer you. You'll be able to have full control of your system, prevent your employees from stealing, and hold them accountable. Some of your employees are actually good people, but because you expose them to loopholes, they become a different thing. Now you have to give them that cover. You have to help them to be good persons. You have to help them. And by setting structures like this, you're helping them to be very, very reliable and trustworthy. That's how it works. Some of you here, if you're exposed to some amount of money, you might end up taking the money. People, you can't tell who you are generally. People can't tell who they are until they are exposed to certain conditions. Do not give your employees those options. Make them feel very comfortable working with you by helping them to stay accountable, showing them there's no way for them to steal here and there's no way for them to run down your business. That's all Prokip offers to you. And discount or no discount, offers or no discounts, you should already be using Prokip. But this is just to encourage you to take that action, to implement it. And aside that, there are a whole lot of things to gain, which I believe they have shared here. And all of this will come with training, support, not just one-on-one support. It's going to come with consistent training because we want you to succeed in your business, and that's the angle we're coming from. Thank you so much for staying to the end. It was a long section, but because you want your business to grow and because you understand the value of this section, we are here tonight up to this hour. I want to appreciate you all, and to the speakers as well who made this possible. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you. And yeah, if you have friends and other business owners that would need this, when you get the replay, don't hesitate to share the good news, share this recording for them to be part of this amazing innovation that can transform their business. I want to say a big thank you once again and good night. See you all and wish you guys a productive week ahead. God bless you all.